All right, guys, welcome into WarDogSports.com's broadcast of War Dog football. And I'm going to turn this mic up because
War Dog football proudly supports our military, police, firefighters, and first responders. At each home game, we honor and pay tribute to one of our own for our hero of the game. Tonight's hero of the game is Commander John G. Bearden. A 1988 graduate of Miami High School, Commander John Bearden entered into service on May 22, 1990, by enlisting in the United States Navy. His training included basic and hospital corps school at Great Lakes, Illinois, followed by advanced medical laboratory technician school at the Naval Hospital in San Diego, California, and emergency medical technician training in Roosevelt Roads, Puerto Rico. His U.S. Navy duty stations include Great Lakes, Illinois, San Diego, California, and the USS Forrestal Shipyard in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as well as San Juan, Puerto Rico. After serving for 6 years, 4 months, and 12 days, Commander Bearden received an honorable discharge from the United States Navy. He served as a member of the U.S. Naval Reserve for 2 years, with stations in Albany, New York, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Commander Bearden then finished his undergraduate curriculum in May of 1999 at the University of Central Oklahoma with a bachelor's degree in biology. He was accepted into graduate school at the University of Oklahoma College of Pharmacy, where he graduated in 2003 with a Doctor of Pharmacy degree. Commander Bearden received his commission into the United States Public Health Service on June 6, 2003. His U.S. Public Health Service duty stations included Claremore, Oklahoma, Tallahena, Oklahoma, Stigler, Oklahoma, and finally, Miami, Oklahoma, where he served for 13 years at the Northeastern Tribal Health System. Commander Bearden's service includes deployments to Hurricane Ike in 2008, the 2010 Haiti earthquake, and the 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill. His awards include 3 United States Public Health Service Achievement Awards, 2 U.S. PHS citations, 1 Presidential Unit citation, 1 U.S. Navy Good Conduct Award, 3 Overseas Service Ribbons, 1 Marine Corps Reserve Ribbon, 1 Expert Pistol Ribbon, and numerous deployment medals. Commander Bearden recently ended his 23 years of service by retiring from the United States Public Health Service on 1 September 2019. Please stand and help us honor Commander John G. Bearden and thank him for his outstanding service to our country.
all right, guys, that was our very own John Bearden. I was wondering why he was late for work tonight. I guess I see why. He was down there getting the hero of the game. I know John's been a hero of mine since 2nd grade. We've been buddies for a long time, and what an honor for him and his family tonight to be selected as the hero of the game. I know he loves this country, loves serving this country, and we appreciate all he has done, the sacrifices his family has made with him being gone at times on deployments. And I'm proud to sit in the chair next to him as we bring you War Dog football tonight. And he'll be back up here in just a little bit. And, again, if you see John, make sure, or any other veteran for that point, make sure you tell them thank you for their service, thank you for what they've done for our country, and give them a big salute. Buy their lunch, whatever you can do to show your support of our veterans and active military. All right, guys, we're getting ready to get this thing underway. We got about 11 minutes before the start of this game. The War Dogs 1-1 on the season. Getting ready to play Tahlequah Sequoia tonight. Last year we went down to Tahlequah Sequoia. What a great game it was down there. And the War Dogs come away with the victory last year. So, again, we're 1-1 on the season. Back home tonight. After tonight, we have a bye next week. And then we go to Grove the week after that. So the bye will give us a chance to maybe throw in a few wrinkles, get a little better, get healthy if we got some guys that are banged up before we travel to Grove and battle the Ridge Runners. Ridge Runners are at Jay tonight. We'll kind of keep you advised on that score if we can, as much as we can. Last week's players of the game for defense were Tanner Maple and Carson Folks. And the offensive player of the game was the offensive line. Tonight's the night that we're the Miami Public Schools is saluting veterans, and I think veterans got in free tonight at tonight's game. Pretty good crowd filtering in. Again, we got about 9.5 minutes before the start of this thing. The War Dogs have not come out of the locker room yet. We're going to pause, and we're going to run a few commercials, let you see our sponsors, and then we'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Nothing will make you smile more than a War Dog win and a visit to Family Dental Associates. Great smiles last a lifetime, and so does our War Dog pride.
Whoever said college kids are afraid to get their hands dirty has never been here. We've got a 200-acre farm and an equine facility equipped with 60 horse stalls, and we don't stop there. We've got 11 student groups and hands-on learning opportunities across 4 different degree programs.
It's the War Dog way. Let's go!
All right, guys, welcome back. You see the thing. All right, you see the captains going to the center of the field here for the coin toss. And there's our John Bearden out there with them for this coin toss. Here, the hero of the game, John Bearden. Got Jackson Satterwhite, Gavin Payton, Isaac Lacey, and Cole Horn out there for the War Dogs. Said Cole. I meant Matt Horn. Excuse me. Sorry. Well, John's out there. We better win this toss. I'm going to have to deduct his pay if we lose the toss out there. You saw the pregame intro video there for the War Dogs. And you'll see it again here on the big board in a minute when the Dogs get ready to come out as soon as this coin toss is over. There goes the coin toss. John flipped it. Looked like Sequoia won the toss and deferred, so the War Dogs will get the ball first. And the War Dogs will be taking the ball and going north to south to start this thing off. Really not much of a breeze, just a very slight breeze. Barely moving the flag, so nothing too much for either direction. So the War Dogs will move towards the end zone that says War Dogs to start things out. All right, guys, they're running back to the huddle. We're getting ready to have the War Dogs come out. As soon as this intro video gets played, got about 3 minutes and 15 seconds till game time. You see over there in the corner the Sequoia Indians getting ready to come out. I don't know about anybody else. I've been fighting these allergies, but I think I got them under control for tonight's game. And hopefully I won't be coughing or sneezing too much. And if I do, I apologize. I'll try to cover up my mic. There's the pregame video, the intro video going on. And here come your War Dogs on the field with the red, white, and blue. That's a beautiful sight. I love it.
How bless.
Beautiful. And there is John Bearden. I told him, I said, when I first came on, I said, well, you know, I was wondering where John was at because he was late for work.
Yeah.
And I looked down, and he's the hero of the game, so you can't fire the hero of the game for being late, right?
You could, I guess. But
that'd be kind of un-American.
That was a big honor. I was honored to do that. I'm glad they asked me, but I was kind of wishing I hadn't wrote so much. I was like, what am I doing out here?
Well, and I don't know that I've ever told you this.
What's that?
I appreciate your service, brother.
Oh, thanks,
I
man.
do.
Yeah, thanks, bless.
You know, I tell that to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But me and you're so tight, I just assumed you probably assumed I was thankful for that. But
well,
I really do appreciate your service. And I was telling the people, on your deployments and stuff, your family, had to do without you for a while. And,
Yeah, a little bit.
And so, I thank your family as well for their support of you.
Well, thank you, Blaze.
And I know you got a great wife there that kind of keeps everything under control at your house.
She's got the reins. I just go to work. Hey, I'm ready for some football.
Did you flip that coin?
I did. I know. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
we got the ball. That's all right.
We got the ball. Well, Jackson said, and I didn't realize how big that boy is, so I'm standing next to him. Good night. He's enormous.
Yeah.
But he said, hey, we want the ball. I said, okay.
Well, it worked out then.
Worked out then.
So the Sequoia Indians selected to be on defense first. Back for the Dogs is Swingle and Burris.
Damien, run one back. Let's do that.
And here it comes, folks. It's going to be a high,
And Burris.
but not very deep. It's going to take a bounce up at the 15.
Pick it up.
Swingle's going to pick it up.
Go.
And he's
There it
going to be
goes. Come
past
on.
the 20, and he'll
There
get
you
to
go a
about the
little bit.
25. But that ball just kind of – it was like a chip shot.
Yeah, it
hit
was.
the 15
Boy,
and
it
just bit.
did. It did. Yeah.
We're going to have some interesting guests for you tonight. We have, I believe, Zeb Neese and Brian
Saw him a while
Machado
ago,
coming
yep.
up. They're going to come up and talk about the youth
Yeah, it's the Youth Sports
foundation.
Foundation, yeah.
Okay.
Or youth athletics. We'll get a clarification from them when they're up here. But that is fantastic that we're doing that.
2 receivers each side, and the ball's fumbled. Peyton's going to pick it up. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that was
That
a
could have
miss.
been disaster.
Yeah, it was the snap would just hit him in the hands, and he kind
Yeah.
of dropped it there. I don't know if he was. I think it was designed quarterback keep
Yeah.
right there, and I think he was trying to get to a spot.
Right.
But
He was
a little
looking
too
for the hole
quick.
before he had the ball. Yeah, that's a fantastic thing that they're getting started, and they're going to do great things. So excited about that. Like I said, I've said a million times, your high school stuff's only as good as your youth stuff. Come on.
Peyton's going to keep it
Keep that
again
again.
up the middle. He's going to gain about 3. It's kind of weird coming out starting with 2 direct, quarterback
2
keeps
direct-
straight up the middle.
or straight up the middle. I don't know if they're testing that Sequoia defensive line or not. So far, they've proved pretty tough.
He's going to bring the ball to the 28-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Then Maple check out. He was set up at the wing back in both those first 2 plays. And we're going to have 3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. The one at the bottom is Burris.
Well, they don't have hard. Now they're scooting over. I was going to say we got them outnumbered up top.
They look to the sidelines. Coach Gardner tells him what he wants here. Snaps back. He looks to throw. He's looking at Burris the whole way. The throw is up.
Come on.
Burris comes back, makes the catch
Does make the catch. He brings
for a
it
first down.
Has to wrestle it away from the Sequoia defender, but he does. There's the weight room for you.
And the Sequoia defender gets up limping pretty bad.
Yeah, I think he might have twisted ankle a little bit.
And the ball's going to be at the 38-yard line in War Dog territory. Nice throw and catch right there.
It was.
Ball was just a little underthrown. Burris does a great job adjusting
Yeah, come back
and making
to
that
it.
catch.
Jumped up, wrestled it out of the hands of that defender, and first down War Dogs move those chains.
Same formation, 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. He looks to throw again. He looks Burris's way. He's under pressure. He throws off his back foot. It's
Comes again,
underthrown.
same play,
and-
double covered.
And that time
Well, that
they
was
were kind of
dangerous.
looking for that.
That
They
was
brought
dangerous.
a safety over to help.
And he had Isaac Lacey out there in the middle of the field pretty much by himself.
Well, I think I know why they went right back to that play, and that's because you saw that starting cornerback limp off the field.
Yeah,
You had a
right.
guy come off the bench. You thought, let's attack him, see what
Sure.
happens.
Yeah, they had 2 of them out there.
But
was
they had
double
safety.
covered.
Safety
Yeah,
come over to
up.
help.
Yep.
This time, 2 wide receivers to each side. Burris inside receiver on the bottom. Snaps back, handoff.
That's McCleary.
McCleary, and he's going to pick up maybe 1. He's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Gabe's got nice breakaway speed. Once he gets out of the pile, he's hard to catch. So I'd like to see he'll break one loose here in a little bit.
Coach Gardner signaling in the plays.
When I was down there for the coin toss, I've been around Gavin Payton his entire life, and like literally his entire life, and I have never seen that kid more focused. I mean,
Nice throw and catch.
That was
Throneberry
dandy.
makes the catch at about the 27-yard line, 1st and 10, War Dogs.
But Gavin he's all business tonight. I've never seen that look on that kid's face up close.
Yeah, again, like you said, we've known him his whole life. we're the uncles that kid around and joke and play and all that. And if he wasn't out there, I mean, you said he had his game face on, so probably
He's
wasn't
all
none of that
business
going
tonight.
on. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. McCleary in the backfield and gets the handoff. Nope, Peyton's going to keep it. Oh, boy, there was a hole there, and it closed pretty quick.
Yeah.
He'll gain 2 to the 25. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 8. But on that last play where Thornberry catches that first down pass, Thornberry knew exactly where the sticks were. He was a yard pass, nice throw to Peyton on the sidelines. The only person that catch it was
timing was
Thornberry.
perfect. Yeah.
2 receivers each side. Burst in the slot at the top this time. Handoff to McCleary. He's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd and 8.
Got his ankles wrapped up right there by one of their corners.
If he could have bounced that to the outside, he had room.
Yeah. The corner saved the touchdown right there. 3rd and 8. So they're taking us to 3rd down every time.
3 receivers to the top. Burris, lone receiver at the bottom. 2 guys down there. They're going to double cover him. He throws to him. He's wide open. Touchdown! War Dogs!
That was fantastic. Gavin comes up, draws the defenders back in. Damian slips it behind the coverage.
What a nice
By
pass.
himself, that was a dandy. Right on the money. You know what I'm seeing tonight that we didn't see at Jay is Gavin staying in the pocket better.
Yeah, and
He's just not under so much pressure. Our line up front is doing a great job of keeping the pressure off.
Skylar Judd in for the extra point. Snaps down, kick is up, and good. Well,
Nope.
flag on the play, motion on the
Motion
War
in front.
Dogs, so it's going to back us up 5 yards.
That ain't nothing for Judd.
But, you go to last week, you go down and you lose a tough ball game. Gavin being the kid he is, I'm sure he probably put a lot of that on his shoulders.
Yeah, he did. I guarantee he did.
So today, and I'm sure him and Coach Gardner, Coach Gardner's a quarterback guy. He loves the quarterback. And I'm sure they had some pretty good discussions this week.
Yeah, I'm sure they watched game film and
Gavin's focused,
picked it
and
apart.
he threw a
is
laser right
focused.
there.
Yeah, he did. Down, up, nearly gets a hand on it. That one's dandy.
It's
there
good.
We go.
7-0 War Dogs. And, you always like it. They gave you the ball first because they wanted to be on defense.
Okay.
And then you march the ball down the field and score.
Yeah.
And, throwing those passes like that, what's going to happen?
That run game.
That's going to open up that
and
run
Gabe
game.
McCleary's going to find a hole, and he's going to break through into that secondary and be gone.
And Damian Burris proved right there that even with double coverage, they can't cover him.
No. And he came, that was a heads-up play. That's a senior right there coming back to the ball like that.
But
See Clay McCormick down there on the sideline getting a little coaching right there. Clay just did a good job up front that series.
Yep, he's there with Coach Brad Homer.
And I think I see the legend Bob Homer right there in front of us. Isn't that him right there?
Yep, it is.
Yeah. Miami War Dog legend right there, folks.
Bob Homer won a lot of the ball games at
Yes,
this
he
stadium.
did.
Not on this field because
Nope,
it's a
not on
different
this
turf.
And we were sitting in those other stands
but
eating the sun.
won a lot of ball games. Judd set to tee this one up and send it deep. Kickoff is high and deep, and it's going to be over their head into the end zone
No
for
return.
a touchback.
No return on that.
And that's exactly what Judd wanted, no return, and
What?
he got it. So they'll have the ball at the 25-yard line to start their first series.
I talked to Skyler. He saved a touchdown last week at Jay. They were running one back, and he come up and made the stop. Now, he didn't blow the kid up because Skyler Judd weighs 135 pounds.
Right.
But he got him stopped.
Right.
He got the job done. And he said he didn't even have his helmet strapped on. He was like, oh, no, this is going to hurt. Like, well, you'll probably be better prepared next time.
So Scoy's going to come out with 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top, single back in the backfield next to the quarterback.
Now, we're going to have to get some pressure on that quarterback, not letting him throw the ball.
And hand it off
Right
up the middle.
There's a
He's
hole.
got some room. He's
He
pretty
does.
quick. He gets to
Boy,
the
he is
outside.
quick. He is outside. Get some blocking.
And he cuts back across the field. He's spinning, and he's finally going to be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Nice run right there for Sequoia
It's a 30-yard run.
to start their drive off. I think we were looking for a throw right there and just got too soft in the middle of the field.
Boy, that guy's quick.
He is very quick.
Very elusive. Looked like he's hard to tackle.
He did a That was a Madden spin move right there.
Somebody's going to have to put a lick on that kid.
Somebody's going to have to get his attention. I agree.
Oh, we lost the camera there.
Did we?
Yep.
Caleb will take care of it.
2 receivers at the top, 1 on the bottom, single back. Now hand off to him again, going the other way. Got
He's
another
a
big hole,
speedster.
and he's going to get about 18 more yards. First down inside the 30 to about the 28.
And you got your safeties coming up to having to make tackles early. That's not a great sign. That kid, he squirts through the line there before the D-line even has a chance to see he has the ball. So I think we're going to see a heavy dose of that kid tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, just the reverse for them, this run game is going to open up that pass game.
Yeah, we're going to have to respect it. And there he is
Hand
again.
off. Coming to this other side, there was a hold they missed.
Yeah, missed that.
And he's going to be brought down
It's number 6.
by Revis.
Yeah, Christian Revis out there, sophomore.
But he still picks up 9. I guess they're going to give him, picks up 9 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's 2 tackles in a row Christian Revis has had to make coming over from his safety position. When your safety's making all your tackles, you're going to figure something out.
Well, they're not running up the middle.
They're coming around that corner. This kid's got the speed to get around the corner on us. And they're doing a good job of picking up, blocking downfield too.
2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Single back.
Bet you, nope.
Fakes the handoff. Quarterback's going to keep this one. And he's going to be
ate that up.
Brought down for a loss. It's going to be a loss of 2. Bring up 3rd and 3.
Matt Horn in on that, as was Clay McCormick. I think Matt was the first one to the ball. Clay got in there and put it on him, though, and finished that up. 3rd and 3 from, the 21 and a half?
Two receivers, the bottom, 1 at the top. You're going to see a handoff right here to the running back.
Yeah.
We're going to have to make a stop. 3rd and 3. Snaps back.
Well,
Actually
he
looks
is
to
gonna
throw.
And
he's in trouble. Ball's loose! And the War Dogs got it! There's a flag.
There's a flag right there.
That's got to be a hold.
We'll see what happens.
War Dogs get it?
No. Ball's still laying on the ground. I don't think anybody came up with it.
But they're going to lose yardage back to the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th and 12.
4th and 12 from what? About the
30 and a half.
Yeah, so that'd be a.
They're going to go for this.
They're going to go for this. Well, if they've been able to move the ball, it was number 3 there, so I kind of don't blame them.
I mean, down here this deep, you'd see them go
well,
for
if
this.
you don't have a kicking game either, and they may not. That's within Skylar Judd's range.
Timeout, Sequoia.
Yeah.
All right, guys, 7-0 War Dogs, 5:47 to go in the first. We'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Guys, come on, baby. Good times, guys. How many is that?
Here, Brett, take a picture.
Is that 17 or 18?
That should be.
Hey, we're out here with the Spoonbill Wreckers.
Yeah.
Wrecking them.
Right on.
Say hi, John.
Nice. All right, guys. Yeah, perfect. How many was that?
14, huh?
Yeah.
Fishing's good today.
Bill Wreckers is the #1 here in the United States.
Ah.
I come from Brazil just for these guys. Thank you so much, Brian.
All right, guys, welcome back to WarDogSports.com. War Dogs right here in a big position to make a stop, 4th and 12. Sequoia will be going for it here on 4th down. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Single back in the backfield. But their back is quick and elusive.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's picked up more than 12 yards on several carries already, so we're going to have to.
Snaps
Gonna
back.
have
It's
to
high.
respect it a
Looks to
little bit
throw. He's under
Get to
pressure. The throw incomplete.
And that's a good deal. Turnover on downs right there.
You know what was the flag a while ago? They never said anything.
No, they didn't. They moved them back 5 yards.
But the War Dogs come up with a big stop, and we'll take over. Yeah, we got it loaded.
Okay.
Who's that?
Well,
Page?
yeah, but Jeremy said something about it upstairs.
Yeah, we got it loaded. Okay, so the War Dogs take over at just past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Their starting corner is back out there. Gavin Payton's going to keep this. He's going to get ahead for about 3 yards. He'll be at the 33-yard line. Yeah, their starting corner that turned his ankle is back out here now. But he'll be gimpy on that thing.
Yeah, he won't be 100%.
You can see it's taped up pretty heavy.
He'll have lost a step. Yeah, we'll see what Coach Gardner wants to do here. We've not had a whole lot of success on the ground yet. Been able to move the ball through the air.
Handoff up the middle to
McCleary, there it
McCleary.
is. Gets a little bit.
He's going to gain about 3 to the 36-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. 3rd and a long 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see how our partners in Grove are.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Single back as McCleary snaps back. Peyton runs this way. Yeah, that was a quarterback keeper, and he's going to lose yardage back to about the 34-yard line. This is going to be a punt situation for the War Dogs. Not that I'm second-guessing the coaches here at all, but why wouldn't you throw right there? We've had success throwing the ball.
I don't know.
Maybe because it's so short?
Yeah, well, I thought, probably thought the early success
only
with the
got 10
passing
out there,
opened
boys.
up the run game for us. So,
all right. Snap is back. Kick is off. It's low. It's going to hit, bounce, and roll. It's going to roll dead at about the 31-yard line where Sequoia will take over. 3:36 to go here in the first quarter. War Dogs lead 7-0. But now we got to find a way to stop this running back from Sequoia.
Yeah, no kidding. Boy, I tell you what, I think we dodged a bullet that first drive on them. We got some stops when we needed it. Got helped out by a penalty. But it looked like, they moved the ball down the field and were threatening. They were within the red zone, but was able to keep them out of the end zone, keep their points off the board. War Dogs still lead 7-0.
3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Snaps back, handoff up the middle. He's got room. He's going to try to get to the outside, and he's going to be brought down by Ulysses Mora, but not until he gets a first down. Well, he's just ripping off yardage.
He is super quick. Super, super quick.
He's up to the 49-yard line, still in Sequoia territory. 1st and 10, Sequoia. They're going to send 2 receivers to each side, single back in the backfield. So really spreading this defense out for this running back. Snaps back, handoff.
Goes right back to him.
And
we
he's
get
going to be
tangled
bottled up inside. And Clay
McCormick catches him from the backside and just drives him into that turf.
He does pick up a yard, but that's because of Clay McCormick slammed him
a yard. I mean, he smoked him.
Going to bring up 2nd and 9.
They'll start keying on him. And they're going to have to go to somebody else.
No, what I'm worried is if we start keying on the run too much, that leaves your DBs.
Yeah, you're right. But you're going to have to know where that guy is.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't let him go unnoticed.
But, I mean, the DBs are going to make sure they're with their man first.
Yeah.
And make sure it's a definite run. Oh, he moved.
There's false start. I saw that. Number 4. Nope.
Be a 5-yard penalty.
There we go, false start.
And it's going to bring up 2nd and about 13 or 14. But number 23, that wide receiver, he's a big kid.
Well, yeah.
Big kid for a wide receiver.
Well, he is. He is.
We have 2 receivers to each side.
Uh-oh. something. What's going on? Official stopped them there before they snapped the ball. I don't know what was going on there.
So 2 receivers each side. Snap is back. He looks to throw here.
Here comes the pressure. Clay McCormick.
He's going to throw off his back
Long
foot.
throw.
Oh, that's pass interference. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That's offensive pass interference. Yep.
There we go.
Offensive pass interference will be the call.
So then what's the penalty there, Bless? Does that back him up 15 yards from
15 yards
from the previous spot there,
yep.
from the line of scrimmage?
Oh, we're going to decline it. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Really?
So we're going to decline the penalty. So it's going to leave it 3rd and 14.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Instead of 2nd and 24 with a dangerous running back.
It'd been 2nd and 29 probably.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's right.
So now it's going to be 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom, single back in the backfield with the quarterback.
You know, the quarterback, he has good arm strength, but he's, all his stuff has been up there floating pretty high.
Up the middle, and Tanner Maple is going to wrap him up and gets him down.
Got him by the hip bones.
He does get into War Dog territory down to the 47-yard line. Is that what they mark it? 47-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 6. And it looks like they're bringing their punt unit out. This would be a place you'd want to watch for a fake. They're in our territory. They're down 7-0.
Right.
They only need 6 yards to go.
Yeah.
We have Swingle and Burris back for this punt.
There's a
He
snap.
fumbles the
drop.
snap. He gets it off. It's going to be a high end over end. It's going to bounce. And it's going to die at about the 12-yard line.
So War Dogs get the ball back after the punt. It's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 12. 1:16 left here in the quarter. War Dogs lead 7-0.
We'll say that pass play a while ago that Jinx was in very good position when he got pass interfered with.
Mm-hmm.
And if he wouldn't have got pass interfered,
he would
probably intercepted that.
Yeah, he'd have picked that up.
So War Dogs take over again. This will be their 3rd series here in the first quarter. 1:16 to go. War Dogs lead 7-0. 2 receivers to each side. Single back in the backfield with Peyton. He's going to keep it. He's going to go up the middle.
Boy, just nothing there.
He is going to get about a yard.
Did you swap out his?
All right, guys. 2nd and 9. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Fakes the handoff to McCleary. Looks to throw. He's under pressure. He's going to throw. Oh! He had the ball to Throneberry. Enough for a first down.
Laying on the ground right there. It bounces off his chest. Incomplete. 3rd and 9 now.
That was a good throw by Gavin Payton on the
run.
run.
On the money.
That was a ball that you got to catch that. I know that's easier for me to say up here when he's laying on the ground trying to catch it.
Yeah, that's not an ideal situation there to try to catch a ball. And it was a laser. Hit him right in the numbers.
McCleary checks out. Maple checks in at the running back position. So we're going to have 2 receivers to each side, and Maple will be in the backfield next to Peyton. Snaps back. He's going to roll to the bottom of your screen. He's under pressure. He throws. It's incomplete. It was caught, but they're saying he was out of bounds. So it'll be 4th and 9, and now the War Dogs will bring the punt unit out. So Sequoia has a chance to get really good field position here with 27 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah.
War Dogs lead 7-0.
Going to need to get this one away without some kind of disaster. Don't need any bad snaps here. Don't need any.
That's Skylar Judd out there on the punt team.
Where?
On the end of the line. Snaps back. Kick is off. It's going to hit and take a bounce.
Nice bounce.
He's going to field it at about the 48. He's coming all the way to this side of the field.
Gavin
Payton's chasing him, and he runs out of bounds at the 45.
So your punter comes over, who's also your quarterback, and essentially makes the stop by running him out of bounds.
That's pretty impressive, really.
Yeah, I know. He got down there in a hurry.
They're giving him the ball at the 44. He ran out at the 45. Yeah. I watched it.
Yeah. I'd like to have seen. I wish that kid would try to turn up field and Gavin lay the wood to him.
That'll lift this place up, probably.
Uh-huh.
So 16 seconds to go. In this first quarter, War Dogs lead 7-0. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Snap is back. He's going to throw. He throws a little sideline screen, and he tries to get outside. He spins. He's going to get brought down after a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That was number 3 again. Kind of wish we had a roster for them.
Ball at the 40.
He is definitely their go-to guy. We got timeout.
No, it's in the end of the
quarter.
quarter.
Okay.
So end of the first quarter, War Dogs lead 7-0. We'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Never worry about your medications again when you use Osborne Drugs Pack My Meds. Pack My Meds packages your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications by the dose. Individual packets include the date and time that you need to take them. Up to a 30-day supply of every pill you take comes in a convenient box, and each packet can be easily torn off. It's safe, convenient, and you never have to worry or be confused about what medication to take or when to take it. Osborne Drugs in Miami.
Security Bank and Trust Company is your full-service, locally owned community bank that has proudly served the Miami, Oklahoma area since 1922. Security offers you 3 convenient locations, 2 in Miami and 1 in Afton. At Security Bank, our staff works hard to understand the industry you operate in, working to nurture new ventures and help provide capital for key strategic decisions. We offer tailored solutions in a wide array of industries. What can we do for you? Thank you for banking with Security Bank.
All right, guys, welcome back. They're still honoring the staff of the game. So they're holding up play here for a second. All right, here the War Dogs go. 2nd and 4. Or excuse me, Tahlequah Sequoia has 2nd and 4. Nope, quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get to the outside, and he's going to be short of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 2. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Single back in the backfield. They hand it off right up the middle. He's going to be stopped. He's going to be short. Clay McCormick and Mason Clark in there on the tackle.
Yeah, Mason's a big, big boy.
So it's going to bring up 4th and 2. No gain on that one. And they're going to go for it here as they're on the 36-yard line. 4th and 2. This would be a big stop right here for the War Dogs.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
I bet you we're going to see number 3. What do you think, Bless?
I think you're going to see the quarterback keep it. They're going to fake it to 3, and quarterback's going to keep it.
We got plenty.
And
calling for a
timeout.
false start.
No, timeout. Sequoia.
Sequoia's called timeout. They didn't like what they saw.
So this would be huge for the War Dogs.
You know, that was a good game last season when we played them there.
It was a really good game.
Broadcasting out of the back of the Tahoe, Eli standing on top of it, running the camera. And
yep.
That was a good time. And we, won pretty handily, so that always helps. Claremore Sequoia's a good team, though. They're gonna win a lot of games in their district.
It's a good test because Claremore Sequoia or Tahlequah
Sequoia
is always tough. They're always a good ball team, and it's always a good test for our War Dogs to compete against a team like this. They're always tough, hard-nosed. They used to recruit a lot of kids. I'm not sure if they do anymore or not, but used to. They were really good.
Yeah.
But I think they got in trouble for that recruiting stuff at one time. I think. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Single back in the backfield with the quarterback.
Well, look how many men they got up on the line. They got 6 down linemen right there.
Handoff. He tries to get up the middle,
and
and he's going to jitterbug, and he will get it by a yard.
Oh, man.
War Dogs aren't happy about that spot. They think he went down before that.
Yeah.
But it is going to be 1st and 10, Sequoia.
Hell, boys, it's a game. Line up and get a stop, get a turnover, put a helmet on that ball.
Ball's on about the 33-yard line. Snaps back, handoff, up the middle, and he's going to be covered up there by Mason Clark. Swallowed him up.
Mason Clark and Clay McCormick both.
Looks like they're going to give him a yard.
That is a whole lot of muscle right there.
Two receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Single back in the backfield. 2nd and 9. Snaps back. He looks to throw. Penalty marker on the field.
Start. War Dogs are happy about that. Jackson Satterwhite signaling to move the ball back the other way.
False start. Back him up 5 yards. So we'll bring up 2nd and 14.
Whose idea was that, Bless?
Seth McCormick's.
Yeah, that's a good one.
10 minutes to go here.
Ain't that a shame when they get a penalty? That's brilliant.
10 minutes to go here in the first half. 2nd and 14 for Sequoia. 3 receivers at the top, none to the bottom. Quarterback keeps it, rolls. He's looking. He's got a guy. Catches, makes the catch, spins inside, and he's going to have the first down.
Jackson Satterwhite, big man catches him from behind, comes up with a little hitch in his get-along right there, but made the stop. I think he might have got his pillows fluffed a little bit. He's going to walk it off. He's stretching.
Well, he's
Keegan
coming
Camino's
out.
coming in. Satterwhite's going to come out.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 21 in War Dog territory. 3 receivers to the bottom. Single back. Snaps back, handoff. He's trying to get to the outside, and Matt
Horn gets hold of him.
Chases him down, drags him out of bounds, but not until he gets about 5. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Sequoia on the move. Here with 9:32 left to go in the half.
Actually, they're going to give him 4, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Boy, we need to make a stop here. We cannot let them get on the board.
Ball's setting on about the 17-yard line now. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Single back. Snap is back, handoff. He tries to cut it back inside. He's going to be swallowed up. There it is.
Boy, they're putting 6 and 7 men up on the line there, to block for him. And we're kind of letting them go on past us and catching him from behind.
Maple, McCormick, and Kamumo all in on that tackle.
and he is not a great big guy, and he's got some big men making the stops now.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Snaps back. He looks to throw. He's going to throw. Caught inside the 10. First down. Sequoia. So it's going to be 1st and goal just inside the 10. It's time for the defense to bow up and make a stop here. Three receivers to the top. Boy, they're going to run to this side.
Yeah,
it's all wide open over here.
Here it comes.
He's going to cut it back up inside. He's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard gain.
Horn on the stop again.
He's going to be down to the 6. Going to bring up 2nd and goal. Kamumo in on the tackle there.
He was in on it, but Matt Horn's the one put him on the ground.
Same formation, 3 receivers to the top, single back in the backfield. He's going to shift sides of the quarterback. Quarterback keeps it, cuts back inside. He's going to score a touchdown, Sequoia.
A little bit of misdirection right there, and War Dogs went one way, and he went the other and had plenty of room, went in virtually untouched.
Well, when that running back switched sides.
Yeah.
For him to take the handoff, he would be going the other way. So our defense kind of flowed that way.
On him and
they faked that handoff, and he had room to squeeze that in. So 7-6 War Dogs, extra point pending for Sequoia. Snap back. It's on the ground. Dribble. He's going to pick it up and try to run with it. And
he's going to score that. He gets 2 points.
Get in for the 2-point conversion.
He did. Dadgummit.
8-7 Sequoia. Boy, bad luck right there.
Yeah.
You know, the ball dribbles back. He picks it up to run. We miss a tackle. And then I'm not sure what we were doing there at the pylon. It was like we were scared to hit him right there or something. You know, he should have just drove him straight out of bounds and been done with it. But kind of pulled up and didn't hit him.
And Coach Gardner's letting him know about it, doing a little coaching right there.
Yep, that's it was. So we're getting ready to be joined by Zeb Neese and Brian Machado. I promised you guys a while ago we'd have them on. And you guys hear us all right?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
You hear me, Zeb?
I can hear you.
All right. And Zeb and Brian, both of you guys are Miami High School guys. And
yes, sir.
I know that Brian played out here and went on to play at Oklahoma State. And I watched many games of Brian out here playing. Good offensive line guy.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
But we're going to talk to them kind of in between plays and stuff about the new project they got going on here for Ottawa County. I know me and John have talked about it several times on the air to you guys. And we love the project. We love what they're doing. We love the idea, and I think they're the right guys to make it happen.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, they're real good community guys. They care what happens here. They care about what happens for the future of our kids. So I hope you guys are going to be excited about what we're talking about here in a little bit, and hopefully they'll give us some stuff that they have going on, plans in the works. The kickoff is
that's a dandy.
Deep, fielded about the 6 by Burris. He's going to come all the way across the field. And he's going to be pursued, spins, and he's going to be swallowed up about the 12-yard line. The War Dogs will take over. Well, they're going to mark him up to the 14.
Yeah, got a generous spot right there.
Actually, they're going to get him all the way to the 15, it looks like. So, Zeb and Brian, welcome in.
Thank you, Bless. Hey. Appreciate you having here.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So, the name of your organization is?
It's the Youth Athletic Development Foundation.
Okay. And
something to that effect.
Yeah, I was trying to say it a while ago, and I kind of butchered it. And I said, well, I'll just wait till they get here so they can tell me exactly what it is. War Dogs now have 2 receivers each side. Single back in the backfield is McCleary. He snaps back. Peyton's going to keep it. He tries to get to the outside. He's going to be caught from behind, drugged down for a loss, I believe, on the play. See where they mark it. And he's going to lose about the length of a football. So it'll still be second and a long 10. Going to have 2 receivers to each side once again. McCleary in the backfield with Peyton. Fakes the handoff, throws. Burris makes the catch. Tries to get to the outside, breaks a tackle, and he's going to get out of bounds.
Just short of the marker.
So I think he's going to be about 3 yards short. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Ball's going to be at the 22-yard line. So, guys, tell us a little bit about this project.
Well, bless, we're looking at the needs in our community, and we're seeing that there could be some things done a little better, and maybe for our organized sports, our youth football and baseball and softball, all the different youth sports that are going on, kind of making it maybe a centralized place where we can try to do all the sports at one place, and really what we're trying to do right now is we're really trying to get involved with all the leagues and really work together with all the different leaders in those groups and help with calendars and scheduling games and things like that, giving them a place to sign up and know what's going on in the future and that's kind of where we're at right now, but there's a lot more coming down the road as far as finding a facility to be able to have all our fields and basically we're looking at building a multi-purpose facility as well. So that's kind of where it's leading. But right now we're really just trying to get everybody on board, getting what the needs are, asking all the different groups, not only in the sports but like 4-H. We're talking to kids that deal with agriculture and rodeo, things like that, and say, hey, is there a need that maybe we could tie all this in together and not just have it just for sports, have it for all youth activities in our community.
Running back gets the ball. He goes to the outside, and he's going to be stopped. Great play by Mora. Wow, he was getting blocked. Yeah. He blows right by his guy, takes his legs out for no gain. So, Zeb, as far as fields go, you're talking Little League Baseball, you're talking softball. You're talking high school and middle school baseball. Did I say softball already?
Yeah.
You're talking soccer. You're talking a football field.
Yes, sir.
Or 2.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're seeing what the needs are. How does this look? How many fields do we need? Does it make sense to try to invest and do synthetic turf? On maybe some of these.
Oh. We're going to have personal foul penalty on that far side.
That's another one of them stupid penalties.
There we go.
That we can't have.
We can't have that.
So go ahead, Zeb.
And we're seeing what are we using now, and what are the needs, and that's really what we're trying to put together now. We've kind of came up with what we think would be the necessary needs, but as we talk to different groups, we're finding new things, and so but yeah, we're gonna we're looking for the right location where all those can be in one centralized place, and people know where it's at. It's the hub, it's right. the central place where everybody's going for all the different activities, and so right now we're dealing with obviously the properties we have are they flood,
right.
They're need improvements. We got quite a bit of issues with
he breaks right through the middle. He's going to rip off a bunch.
Boy, and he's going to the end zone.
Yeah, he is.
That's going to be a touchdown for you.
Dadgummit. He got through right there and broke a couple tackles, and he is quick.
He's very quick.
So I got a couple questions that were sent to me that I want to ask you so people will know the answer to them. One is there going to be a workout facility inside the building?
Yeah, so we're looking at we're exploring a lot of different options. We've looked at several different scenarios where we have like an anchor tenant or somebody like that maybe their business would fit that model. So that is the plan.
No good.
Is to have that type of wellness part or aspect of included into the facility. How that all shakes out is still yet to be determined. We're, I'd say, 3-4 months into this,
right.
And I think we've got gone pretty far along thus far, and we still got a long ways to go, but you got to start somewhere.
So
that's where we're at.
So I guess the best answer to that is something you're exploring.
Absolutely.
It's something that you guys would like to do if it's possible.
Yeah. So what this entire complex isn't. It's going to be privately funded. So
Right.
this isn't a tax. This isn't city funds or county funds. This is private funds. So the
Right.
community is going to have to support it.
Right.
We're going to do our part as our nonprofit and go out and look for grants and different sponsorships and things like that to help escalate that. But at the end of the day, if the community, which the people that we've been talking to, it's been an overwhelmingly voted, yeah, we need it. They're going to have to step up and make it happen too.
Right.
You can't always lean on Big Brother or whoever to make things happen in your community. Your community has to step up, and that's what we're really hoping for. At this point, the youth sports has been the driving catalyst, but we hope that by the time we come up with our final rendering and plan, that we've included every youth activity within the county.
Well, that was one of the other questions. You kind of answered that. I had somebody ask me, how much is my taxes going to go up? The answer to that is zero.
Zero.
So
Our
it's
taxes, our sales tax and things here are already pretty plentiful, so
Right.
we don't want to touch that, but you have to find alternatives. Just because the funds aren't there, we've got to find a way to do it. And there's other foundations and grants and sponsorships available that you just have to go get them. And it takes effort, and that's why we've formed this foundation, is to have a collective effort to move forward and go after those types of things.
And the next question, kind of leading off of that one, Maple's going to pound inside here. He's going to gain about 3. The one that was followed up after I told him my answer was I don't believe there's going to be any tax. Then they said, well, who's going to pay for the light bill? Who's going to pay for the maintenance? Who's going to pay for the upkeep?
Yeah,
of that building?
Right.
Yeah. So to sustain a complex of that magnitude, you have to find unique ways to do it, and we're exploring that as well. But there's lots of options for hosting events and tournaments. When you have a complex like we're looking to do, it's not hard to find people that want to come and host tournaments in your
Right.
community.
Yeah, those are big fundraisers. They really are.
Yeah.
Swingle's going to make that catch. He's going to get a first down for the War Dogs. Okay, next question is, will there be a swimming pool on site?
At this time, we haven't looked at a swimming pool. When you look at the cost of a swimming pool, the upkeep, just the things that go along with it, I don't see that happen. We don't have a swim team. We don't have youth swimming.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make economical sense at this time.
Okay.
Not to say that, things don't down the road come into play where there's other opportunities for that.
Yeah.
We don't want to shut the door on anything. But at this time, that hasn't been in our discussions or part of our focus.
Well, I like you guys' approach where you're going out and you're assessing the need first.
Mm-hmm.
Until you know what you need,
Right.
then it's be kind of folly to go out and start building a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Absolutely.
And that's really, we've looked at different properties,
Sure.
and so we've had to keep that in mind as, this property would be great for what we got in mind right now, but
Yeah.
what about these future needs that come up? Are we
Gonna be able to
limiting
grow.
ourselves?
Sure.
Yeah, so that's where we're trying to, be wise in and make sure this location, is gonna fit the needs for the future.
Oh boy, that nearly got
man.
picked off.
Yeah.
So, what other communities have you looked at? I mean, I know other communities have complexes like this. Where have you guys looked at?
So we've looked at there's a place down in Durant. They've done something similar. Woodward, Oklahoma, which is a similar type of community to ours on the western side of the
Sure.
state. They've got some Alva, that area. Claremore did a little bit of a unique, similar approach. They incorporated their county fairgrounds into it, which that idea has been tossed around, but that's a long ways down the road as well. Because right now our fairgrounds flood quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. That's just an issue that we have to
That's
deal
just
with.
reality.
Peyton
There's-
cuts
Yeah.
inside.
And
puts his head down and gets the
Gets
first
first
down.
down.
and that it makes it tough, right?
Sure.
When half your city or whatnot
Yeah.
is in a floodplain,
Right.
you don't want to go make a substantial investment that when you do have a flood, you're not able to get to it or utilize it, like we have issues with
Yeah,
now.
we were in Sand Springs a couple weekends ago for a soccer tournament, and that facility flooded. Just here recently, And so their concession stands and bathrooms were just, now they had the fields in good shape. We were able to do our tournament there, but, you went from having what was really nice facilities there, as far as bathrooms, concessions-wise, things like that, to you're back to having porta-johns. It was rough. But it was really – you talked about community support. You could really see how that community had came together and fixed that in just a few weeks back to where it was a usable facility again.
And that's why we know this is a real possibility, because we have such a great community and supporters in the community. I mean, you guys deal with a lot of them, and we know that, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take everybody in our community to get on board and want to be part of this and want to help support it. And I truly believe we have those right people here. Everybody we've talked to, the common thing I hear is, man, I wish this would have happened 15, 20, 25 years ago. Well, I do too, because my kids would be able to
enjoy it
and be using it. And but what we're looking at is, if we don't step up and do something now,
if not now, when?
Exactly.
And so
I mean, as a community, you've got to look and see. You drive down Steve Owens, and you've got empty buildings from the flood, and certain community members can only take so much, and then they throw their hands up and leave. And how do you change that mentality to when families move into Northeast Oklahoma? Miami is considered one of the top spots to bring up and raise a family.
I think things like what you're proposing are one of the anchors in your community. That's not a great idea.
He's throwing off his back foot.
Yeah, he's throwing off his back foot, and the receiver went one way and the pass went the other. A little miscommunication right there. So it's fourth down.
One of the things, too, when you're trying to bring new business, new opportunity to town, they come and look to see what you have to offer their employees. If you have a facility like this to offer their employees' children, that's going to make them think, hey, this is a nice little community. It's small, but they've got this, they've got that. They're close to Joplin, they're close to Tulsa. There's an interstate right here.
Yeah, I think if you talk to any business owner within this area, their top issue or concern when it comes to labor is being able to recruit from outside the area. To get somebody to move from Tulsa or Northwest Arkansas or
some area
east
that's
of
booming.
Joplin to this area, they're going to commute. And we don't want that. We want people to move into our community and be part of it and send their kids to our schools and really be part of it. We don't want people. We're not a commuter community. We don't want people coming in to work and then take their and live somewhere else. That what do you have? And so how do you change that? Right. I think you have to improve the quality of life to where people see an opportunity that this is a great place. It's got great schools in the area, and it's got all the amenities that a family would need.
Well, you get the opportunity to bring in.
That's a different running back, and he's fast too.
And he's going to be brought down by
Moore comes down,
but not until he gets about 20 yards and another first down.
The Sequoia running game is just chewing up yards, and there's a flag,
late flag,
and that's going to be something stupid.
I hope it's stupid on them.
I don't think it's going to be. Oh, it is. Mason Clark clapping his hands.
Well, it's good to see somebody else get one of them stupid penalties besides us. Because I know Brian played at a high level at OSU, and coaches do not like those stupid penalties.
No, you typically get off the field pretty quick.
You typically get to go play left bench.
And that was a big run that just got ripped back 15 yards right there for something that didn't need to happen. But when you bring in businesses to this community, they're going to need to build. They're going to need to expand. Their employees are going to need to build houses. That's going to affect a guy like Zeb. Zeb, has a concrete business. That's going to bring in business for him. That's going to bring in guys that do electrical work. That's carpenter work, roofers.
I
work for AT&T. They're going to want internet.
Absolutely.
It's just going to chain react where everybody.
Absolutely, business helps business. It really does, and everybody says, oh, we need industry, we need this and that, and yeah, sure we do, but when there's not quality of life here, when we don't have things to offer these industries.
Missed tackle right there. That's going to leave it to Mora.
He stepped out of bounds back here on the 32 or 33.
He turned around and was looking back towards the ref, and Ulysses Mora was getting ready to tee off on him, but pulled up, and I'm like, what are you doing? But he didn't hit him, didn't blindside him.
So that's going to get the ball to the 33 and a first down. One other question I had from someone was, who is going to be able to use this facility?
It's planned to be a community facility.
So if you're from Wyandotte.
Absolutely.
If you're from Afton.
Absolutely.
If you're from Fairland.
Yes. 100%.
If you're from Quapaw.
Yeah, absolutely.
No Quapaw people. No,
so
Quapaw.
Anybody in the county?
Yeah, yes. it's a county initiative. Naturally, the bulk of the population's around the Miami area, but we're not trying to exclude anybody.
Pick that off! Oh, come on, Ulysses.
Somebody a touchdown.
That's going to be another touchdown, Sequoia.
That was a ball that should have been intercepted.
Should have been. Yep. Ulysses didn't get turned around.
Yeah. But absolutely, this is something it's all inclusive.
So
we're not a particular school district, a particular city. This is a countywide initiative. And the goal of this, let's be honest. We want people from Delaware County and Craig County to be wanting to pull their kids and be part of our youth development program.
Okay. Well, that kind of blows what I was getting ready to say, because I was getting ready to say if they come in wearing a Grove shirt, we can tell them to get out. But I guess not.
Better not.
We'll just we'll just increase their registration fees or something like that, right?
You know I work in Grove now, right, Bless?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, but you wear your War Dog stuff to work.
Yeah,
so
I do.
You're all right.
I did today. Yeah.
But Bless, we really see this as a Northeast Oklahoma project, not
Okay.
just a Miami, and really, we want it to be a place that is known from, in other states people coming here, especially when, we have these tournaments put on and things. We want people wanting to come here and play in our facilities and our fields. And,
right.
and so, we hope that it benefits our whole region and in the northeast part of this Oklahoma.
Right. So is this a 5 to 7 year project? Is that what I read?
Yeah, that was our initial look at it. All right, you got to throw something up on the board and have a target, and that's kind of where we landed when we looked at what all is going to be involved and the funding and fundraising and different platforms that are going to have to be required. That's about what we feel could happen. We'd love to see it happen quicker. I mean,
right.
We're not going to shy back if we can get it done in 12 or 24 months, right? But
right.
We definitely don't want this to drag on forever.
Right.
You gotta have a goal and a plan, and as a group and as a community, we have to work towards it and achieve it.
Right.
And,
So as of right now,
kicks away.
Property-wise, you're still looking.
Yeah, we haven't settled on any one location. We've looked at a variety of different land plots. What's tough is it's either in a floodplain,
right,
or it's
on a hill.
It's unavailable.
Yeah.
Family doesn't want to sell it, whatever the case may be, or it just isn't set up for what we're wanting to do without putting a ton of money of ground movement. Right?
Sure, too far outside the city limits to run water and all that.
Right. So the one location that has kind of stuck on our radar was a piece of property the county actually owns just outside of town, right there off of East 120 Road and Highway 59, that we're still evaluating and looking at, but it kind of checks a lot of the boxes.
Sure.
Still within the utility range for the city, and which is a nice feature to have for reliability of power, water, sewage, all that kind of stuff. Right. It's flat. It's farmland. So we know it's going to drain. It's got some ponds on it already, and we know that the soil is fertile, so we can get fields
grass.
to grow.
Yeah.
Not going to be rocky soil or anything like that.
Got to catch those. You got to catch those right there. Hit him right in the numbers. That was Throneberry.
No, that was Swingle.
83? Oh, yeah, you're right. It was Swingle. Sorry, Josh. Blaming it on you. So, minute 23 here left in the half. Your War Dogs down 21-7 after a couple of, just long runs there, breakaway runs by some really quick Sequoia backs. Peyton
Nice
with the
catch
throw.
and throw right there to Swingle for a first down.
Caught that one.
And he gets out of bounds, stop the clock. So who all's on your committee?
Looking at them, you two.
Well, no, we've got quite a board that we've put together. When we went out, we looked at a lot of the different groups within the community, and we wanted involvement. We didn't want this to be a project where it was a handful of people and nobody felt like they had a say-so or a voice.
That was nearly picked off.
For the project. So, we've got representatives from the city, from NEO College, from Integris, the county, the Intertribal Council, some of the tribes. So those are a few of them.
Those are key players.
Yeah,
sure.
Those are the people that at the end of the day are staples of the community, that are really the backbone with employment and some of the industry at the moment. So we want their input. How do we, guys? What do we need to do?
Yeah. Well, it's a symbiotic relationship.
Absolutely.
They need this to be successful just as much as we'd like to see it be successful for our kids.
Yeah,
right.
It's easier to recruit new doctors,
sure.
Whatever the case might be.
Right.
But
I think we got a timeout here, War Dogs.
And bless, I've been approached a time or two, and just to be clear, we're not trying to go in and take over any of the youth sports, how they're operated, and their how they're set up right now, or who's in charge of those. But we want them to work with us,
Right.
and that's we've had talk. Well, you're going to come in and kind of take over, and no, and that's not really what we're trying to do. We're just trying to create something that's going to benefit these kids more.
Right.
Give them better
facilities.
opportunities.
Yep.
Yeah, better facilities.
Yeah, I mean the facilities is the end game, but short term, what we want is all of these youth activities to collaborate and put all their efforts together when it comes to fundraising and different things.
Right. Well, it's so you don't have people trying to dip in the same same
Yeah,
pot
exactly.
at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's benefits with insurances,
Sure.
with the fundraising, with
Well, it's making seasons not overlap. So if you've got
Exactly.
kids that play
Yep.
multiple sports,
Practice schedule.
we're not overlapping soccer and baseball so much.
Exactly.
It overlaps by a month
Yeah,
in the spring
because
right
if
now.
a child
It's
wants
just
to
brutal.
play tackle football and soccer,
Yeah.
they should have the opportunity.
Right.
We shouldn't be,
Yep.
well, I can't make practice.
Right.
Right.
We all need to get in a room and say, hey, how do we make it possible for both?
Right.
That's how you drive participation, and at the end of the day, you create a whole better quality of life
Get
for
that.
everyone.
Incomplete. 46 seconds to go here in the half.
It's 48, Bless. I think you need glasses.
Well, the pole's right in the way.
All right. It's
So it looks like 46 to me.
Sure it does. I think you still need glasses.
I probably do.
You'll try mine on?
No.
Okay. They're not bad.
Hey, did you guys see that John here was
hush.
hero of the game?
Oh, my Lord.
No.
who
Yeah,
was?
John.
Me.
All right,
He was
very
hero
good.
of the game
All
today.
right. Well, I got here a little late. I guess I missed that.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It was nice recognition,
All right,
but
very nice.
I'm not a spotlight guy.
I understand.
I'd rather been up here in the booth.
Right.
Oh, no, you said.
I got a face made for radio.
Well, that's what I was going to tell you guys, too. When you get this new facility done, if you ever need a broadcast team,
Yeah. There you go.
I know a couple guys that would love to do
Okay.
it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
we're
we
always
go.
looking for sponsors too, So
Right, right. Yeah, I am, too. I'm always
Yeah.
I call Zeb every year. Hey, Zeb.
we got to pat each other's
we're-
back.
we're
That's
glad-
how it goes.
We're glad to support. This is good.
And, and Zeb and Maria and East Concrete have been with us really since the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's been wonderful. This last year working out of town a lot. It was great for me to be able to, Mason was playing. My son Mason was playing baseball in districts.
Right.
And I couldn't reschedule this work. I had to be there.
Right.
But I missed his game. Well, great thing was technology. I'm sitting here watching the game.
Right.
As I'm on the job site. So it was. I thought, man, this is really great. And so we're glad to be part of that and be able to provide that to other people that can't be here.
Right.
So.
And, one year we did Commerce playoff games,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a grandmother that sent us a message from Tennessee, and she thanked us for doing it. She said it was the first time she'd ever got to see her grandson play.
Oh, wow. That's great.
That's
and
awesome.
about 2 plays later, he catches the pass over the middle, takes it for a 70-yard touchdown.
Oh, that's great.
So
That's good.
I'm sure she was jumping around her living
Yeah,
room because she got
probably,
to see
yeah,
that,
sure.
Yeah, that's
and not just hear about it later.
Yeah.
She actually got to see it.
Sure. Yeah, we appreciate you guys doing this.
Yeah, this is.
Oh,
this
it's
is
fun.
nice.
We look forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter really what sport we do. Hey, if it's broadcast night or broadcast day, we're looking forward to it. Peyton under pressure gets hit as he throws up a duck.
That's pass interference.
Yeah, it was pass interference. Come on, throw the flag. Throw the flag. Dude.
If he wasn't interfered right there, he catches that ball.
He catches
that
that
guy
ball.
comes
Got
right through his
double-handed
back.
shove right in the back. I ain't very happy about that call.
Down to 11 seconds.
Goodness gracious.
War Dogs still trying to put something on the board here before the half. It'd be big if they did.
Yeah, it would. So we're on the 32-yard line in Sequoia territory.
I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but we've also we picked up Grove this year.
Oh, okay.
And we're broadcasting Grove as well. We have a team now in Jay doing the Grove Jay game.
Oh, okay. So they're going on tonight, too.
Great.
That's great.
And we're going to look to kind of keep expanding each year and
Wonderful.
kind of grow it out and be the broadcasters of Northeast Oklahoma.
Good for you.
That's how it should be. I mean, in today's world, there's no excuse not to be right there with it, right?
Time
Everybody
out
wants their
here, 2
information
seconds
now,
left.
They want to be able to watch their sports.
Well, last year we were doing the Miami Grove game here, and the Grove superintendent, high school principal, athletic director, and school board president came up and watched how we were doing things. And at halftime, we took a break and talked to him a little bit. And one of the questions the superintendent asked me, he said, well, if you guys are doing the Miami games on Friday nights, how are you going to come do our games on Friday nights?
Right.
And then my response, John about fell out of the chair, but I said, you don't want me doing Grove's games.
No.
Because if I do Grove's game, I'll be rooting against them the whole time, and it's not going to be enjoyable for your viewer.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll hire somebody that likes your program, knows your kids,
right.
and it'll make it exciting.
Nice.
And so.
Yeah, my son, he's in 3rd grade this year, and on the way over, he's like, who are we playing? I said, we're playing Talcott Sequoia. He goes, did you play Grove, Dad? I said, yeah. He goes, did you beat him? Yeah, we did.
That's been a rivalry forever.
That's
Ball's
gonna be
picked
intercepted.
off. Tackle's getting missed.
Don't let him run that back.
He's gonna. That's dangerous.
Yeah, you get a pursuit.
That's a
Come on.
penalty.
That's a penalty right there.
And he's ejected.
And there are laundry all over the field.
That's an ejection
Got
right
a
there,
Sequoia
guys.
player down. I think Clay McCormick might have took some frustration out on that one right there.
Now the one
but
with
the
the 4
penalty is going
flags.
to be on the Sequoia player down there. That young man's not moving. Yeah, he's moving a little bit.
Waking up.
He just got his bell rung, like cracked. I didn't see exactly what happened. I have to look back on the play.
Well, I was watching all the laundry being
Yeah, I
thrown
was
back
too.
here and didn't see up here.
No.
But the one back there with all the laundry, that's an ejection.
And that's half, guys. So they're gonna go to the locker room, and I guess they'll sort out what's going to happen with all the flags. Maybe nothing. Young man's back up on his feet. I think he just got smacked by Clay McCormick right there and didn't enjoy that at all. So we're going to go to half.
I'm trying to see here what's going to happen.
What's going to happen.
We'll wait until they make the call here because they'll tell us what happened.
Very
here.
interesting.
But guys, we appreciate you guys coming up.
Well, thank you.
And at a later date, if you have some more information you'd like to get out to the public, we'd be happy to have you on.
Absolutely.
Now,
Appreciate
Bless, we do have our first fundraiser coming up. We're going to be doing a golf scramble at Peoria Ridge on the October 26th and 27th. It's a 2-day event.
Awesome.
And so we are looking to we still have more spots for teams, and we're looking for whole sponsors as well.
Okay.
And so you can go to our website or even on the Facebook, the Youth Athletic Development Foundation Facebook, or Brian, what is our website?
It's yadfoundation.com.
yadfoundation.com.
Yeah. So we went out and
you also have a Facebook page.
Yes.
we do. Yeah, Youth Athletic Development Foundation. Take you right to it, and then yadfoundation.com. So we're constantly updating that with new information as it comes across, and hopefully we'll get it all completed here before too long.
So go on their Facebook page, like that Facebook page. They'll be posting information there. You can also ask them questions on there, I'm sure.
Yes. Yep. You bet.
It also has a link to their website on that Facebook page. And if you see these guys, I'm sure they'd like to have a talk with you. If you have a question, they'd love to answer it.
Absolutely.
So if you have any questions, just if you see them in town, stop them and ask them the question.
And if you have questions about something, if you've heard a rumor about something, ask them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of misconceptions can
Right.
derail a program like this.
Right.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know, because I know one of the biggest ones I heard was, I don't want my taxes to go up anymore.
Right. Well, I don't either.
Yeah.
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 nobody wants their
Nobody.
taxes to
No.
go
Right.
up, right?
No.
I want my
Yeah.
taxes
I'm
to
enough
go down.
on that.
And so with this project, that is not happening.
Yes.
So, and this, guys, this is something that's really going to be huge for our community, huge for not only our kids that are here now,
Yep.
but the kids of the future.
Well, and that's, that was kind of my desire, because I've got a 17-year-old now that, really there's not a lot here to keep them here.
Right.
And so I'm looking at, we need to bring things of quality of life to where my children, when they go, they want to come back and make this their home.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing this, for my grandkids.
Yeah, you don't want to have to go to Rogers to go visit your grandkids.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and I've been around a lot of War Dog football in my time, and I know there's a lot of guys that came through here in the '80s that I grew up watching that were outstanding football players.
Yes.
They had kids that were outstanding athletes, but they lived somewhere else because there was nothing to keep them here.
I know.
Craig Baumert comes to mind. He was a big offensive line guy, defensive line guy for us, a great player. His son is an offensive lineman playing for Army right now. Boy, that kid's huge. I'd love to have him in War Dog Blue. Donnie Wood.
Yep.
Donnie Wood was a great running back here, played at Air Force. He had 2 daughters that are great athletes. One of them is running track, I think, for OSU or OU, one of the two. I can't remember which one. The other one is like breaking state records right now. Those have been great athletes to have here.
Right.
They were probably good at everything. They were probably good at basketball and everything. But those are just a few that I can think of of athletes I've seen their parents post about all their accolades.
Sure.
And we're missing them here.
Yeah, I mean, athletics is a driving force to a community. I mean,
Yeah, it's an anchor.
like it or
sure.
not, that's when
Yeah.
people move into a community, they want to know how your athletics compete.
Right.
You got to be able to compete, and you got to have families that want to move here.
Right. Stephen Smallwood's another one that comes to mind.
Yep.
He's got 2 boys that are great athletes. Played football at Cassia Hall, just in Tulsa.
Right.
His son now is playing at Claremore. They're both good football players, both good baseball players. Those are just athletes that we're missing out on now because we don't have anything really to hold people here.
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing how many connections Miami has around the country.
Right.
I travel all over the country, and just random people and random businesses that I'm talking to. Where are you from? And you tell them Miami, Oklahoma, and they go, "Yeah, I know how to pronounce it. I went to school there, or my so and so lived there." And it's just like, wow, a small community and so many tentacles all over the country that how do we want people to come back?
Yeah, I was sitting in. Me and my wife went on vacation one time and was in Cancun, Mexico. No, we was in Cozumel, Mexico, and we went down to the restaurant. I stepped around the corner to get a drink at the bar, and there was a guy sitting there, and he's like, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Miami, Oklahoma." And he said, "Really? Do you know Richie Lillard?" And I said, "Well, normally I wouldn't admit that I do, but I'm in Mexico, so yeah, I know the guy."
Yeah.
But it was kind of weird that that there I was in Cozumel and somebody knew Richie Lillard.
Yeah.
And but you're right. You run into that a lot. We had Larry Reese on the show
Absolutely.
last home game, and he was telling us how he got the job at OSU, being the public address announcer, and the guy he went and interviewed with was from Quapaw.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of crazy how, and now he's been there 29 years as the public address announcer, and now he's also in the athletic department. He told us, but I don't remember what job.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't nearly as impressive as the voice of the Cowboys.
Right.
Yeah, that was the impressive part.
But you're right. I mean, the connections around the world that you see with the War Dogs,
right,
and Miami. So
Brian,
guys,
then he would have been there when you were there.
Yeah. So Larry was there when I was there in early 2000s.
Oh, that's cool.
Gary Calcagno from
I think Gary from Welch. Yep.
Yeah. So he.
I played summer league baseball with Gary.
Yeah. So he's still with OSU as well. Still keep in touch with him a little bit, and a lot of the staff, of course, has turned over besides Gundy, but it's.
Jason Pogue's also there.
Yeah.
And Jason Pogue grew up here. I played ball with him as well. And John's daughter went to OSU.
She did.
And she's now the War Dog cheer coach.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Head cheer coach.
Yeah. Yeah, we need.
Did you guys know he was hero of the game?
Yeah.
Bless.
He didn't want to hear it.
I'm going to go away.
But Kyle Baldridge told me to keep saying it.
Keep saying it. Lord, hero of the game.
Another OSU guy, Kyle. Good, Kyle Baldridge, good guy.
Yeah, Kyle used to be an OU guy.
Oh, I know.
And I've seen some pictures of him wearing OU stuff. He don't like those pictures, but he used to be an OU guy.
We got to keep getting those OSU grads.
Hey, I found out something a while ago though. This whole thing, the best thing that come out of it is I found out what his nickname was when he was coaching in Texas, Mr. Incredible. Kyle Baldridge.
Did he give that to himself?
No,
I think so.
his students did.
Self-appointed.
His students did because he didn't have the beard, and they came in and said he looks just like Mr. Incredible. So yeah, that's what they call him. Yeah, and Nick Highsmith looks like Megamind with his giant head.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Yeah, yeah. So we got Megamind and Mr. Incredible.
So you're paying them back for this hero
a
game
little bit.
thing, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
So yeah, if you see those guys, it's Megamind and Mr. Incredible.
I think they're texting you right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your wife standing behind you texting you.
Oh, she is. All right.
Well, guys, we appreciate you joining us again.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Look forward to any opportunity we can get up here and talk to you guys and about what's going on in War Dog football.
Yeah, you have an open invite anytime you need to come because we're behind this project. We want to do whatever we can to help, and even if it's just getting out information to people on this avenue here, we're more than willing to do that. And, if there's anything else you need us to do, let us know.
Same here.
I mean, John's a hero. He can do anything.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, I could take this headset off and walk off and let you do the rest of this.
But, I told him, I said, I don't know where John's at. He hadn't showed up for work today. And I looked down and he's being the hero of the game. I said, well, I guess you can't hire the hero. You can't fire the hero.
You can't fire him now. No.
This is going to last all night.
But I did see him and his wife down there, and his boys are our camera guys. So I was like, somebody go up there and tell them to get to the field with their dad.
They really didn't want to. Yeah. They were not.
Well, they needed to be out there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did they make it in time?
Oh, yeah, they did. Good. They did. They complained bitterly, but, they're not spotlight guys either. So they did it. And then they were mad at me for like, why did you write so much? I'm like, I don't know. He said write what my career was, so I did. Then you got to think it was 23 years long. It was probably going to take a little space. I probably should have abbreviated that. But it's all good. Yeah, I should have said, I was in the Navy. It's cool. Yeah, did that for a minute. Yeah, so just got a Facebook message here from Jason Owens. How I can get in touch with him about getting War Dog Archery involved. All right, well, that's probably in the future as well.
Perfect. That's another program right there that we hadn't even thought about. Sometimes you're I don't want to say narrow-minded, but you get tunnel vision on what you're involved with, what your kids are involved with. Zeb was involved in baseball. My kid doesn't play baseball. I didn't play baseball, but so anything that's out there that's going on the youth level, we want to know about it because we want to include everybody. This isn't just for your traditional known sports with your baseball, softballs, basketballs. This is all activities. We don't want to focus on sports. It's purely activities for the youth to keep people engaged. And drive participation across all the levels. So.
I reached out to Jim Cox. He's over the 4-H club, and they have a 4-H shooting sports, and they do shotgun shooting and 22 shooting and archery shooting and things. So he was telling me the needs that they have, and he's also with the horse club, and he's involved in some other things, and so that's what we need. We need people to come and say, hey. This would be a need that would help our program.
Yes, thank you, Jason.
So Jason Owens, he asked how he could get a hold of you guys. So say your Facebook page again.
It's Youth Athletic Development Foundation.
Okay, and there's a link to your website on there.
Correct.
And let me get my phone. I can tell Zeb's phone number over the. No, I won't do that. But you can get a hold of them on there.
Yeah. We've got an email address on there. We've got of course our website. Contact us. So. Usually email or Facebook's the easiest way to get a hold of us at this time. I'm the one who gets all the messages. I'm always on my phone for work, so if it pops across, I'm usually pretty quick to get back. Okay. Then we can schedule a time to sit down and figure out how we want to work forward together.
Right, and incorporate.
That's
whatever.
Great.
Yeah,
I mean, that's awesome right there.
Yeah. I tell you, when we first started War Dog Sports, it's kind of slow at first. People trying to figure out how to get on and what it was and everything. This year we're really rolling. Good. I mean, we've had over 600 viewers on at each game so far this year.
Well,
that's big. So
it's we initially started this I guess it would have been about June time frame. And our first initial launch was, let's get electronic registration.
Yeah, that's huge.
Right? For
that's
youth
so
sports.
big.
I don't want to have to take, go up and find out when is this paper going to be so I can fill it out.
Yeah,
it needs to be easy. I can do it all right now on my phone at any time of the day.
Right.
Take payment, everything.
Right.
So,
well, the people
soccer,
that are running the sport don't want to have to handle your paper
That's
either,
right.
and your check. It's a nightmare.
Right. So soccer was kind of our beta. That was the next season coming in.
Yeah.
Usually they have pretty decent numbers. This year they have 200 kids in the league, and over 130 of them signed up online.
That's brilliant.
130 first year with about a month and a half of advance notice.
Yeah.
So we're
so
hoping
good.
that moving forward.
Yeah.
We just started a flag football league this year. We saw a need for that, to where there's kids out there that their parents may not want them to play tackle football at first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade. So we did that. We got 43 kids signed up, and it was just kind of a last minute deal.
Right.
So that's I look at it as a football guy. That's 43 kids that now are exposed to football, the drills, the fundamentals that would not have been.
Right.
Well,
And now when they decide to go play
love
tackle
the game
football
too.
at any time frame, whether it's next year in third grade, fourth grade, or it's freshman year of high school or junior year of high school, they'll at least have been exposed to throwing the ball, catching the ball, moving their feet, doing all the drills. Because let's be real, football is you're using a lot of different aspects of a lot of different sports in football, and then you put them together as a team. That's why you see basketball players that have never played the game go and play in the NFL. Right. It's not hard to pick up once you know how to move your body and control it.
Right.
To apply it on the football field.
Right.
Well, you had a baseball player win the Heisman Trophy.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just hope they don't have a third one.
I do. That'd be okay.
At some point, it's all fixed anyway, right? You get enough Sooners on there, they just keep voting for themselves.
Yeah. Well, but when was the last one you guys had?
Well, it was Barry Sanders.
Yeah, that's been a while. It's been a minute.
I'll take that one, though, over any
Yeah,
years.
he's a dandy. That's a good one.
That was a guy that, he was really close, from what I understand, really close to going to OU.
Is that right? Yeah.
What was the story? There's a story behind that.
Yeah.
I heard it. T. Boone Pickens, believe it or not, told that story. And
T. Boone's probably wrote the check.
In Gundy.
Yeah. Rest his soul, rest in peace. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm no OU guy, but what T. Boone did for Oklahoma State University, he needs to be saluted, really.
Absolutely. It was a game changer.
Very
much so.
I mean, that right there is a prime example of what facilities can do.
Sure.
Right.
Yep, exactly.
I was right on the tail end of that when that all came about. So I wasn't playing in the nice facilities. I was still playing in the old Rust Bowl.
Right.
But, he came and talked to the team my freshman, sophomore year. I can't recall. But, you got a guy up there in his 70s, I think is what he was at that time, late 70s. And you're thinking, as an 18-year-old, why is this guy talking to me?
Yeah.
He's telling us about life, and he's some oil tycoon. And I didn't know who he was. This was really the internet was just kind of getting started where you could Google something.
Right.
Who is this guy? Everybody was.
Yeah.
Well, then you find out. Well,
Yeah.
Now this guy, you know who he is.
Right.
And now we're all appreciative of it. Taking I'm like, I wish I really would have paid attention a little bit.
Yeah,
more at
he
that
may have
time.
had some wisdom to impart there.
But
yeah.
Probably would have had this complex funded already.
Yeah. He passed away a couple days ago.
Correct.
And I saw a deal come out today. I don't know if it was true or not. I'll say that right off the bat, but it was on the internet, so
of course it's true.
You got a
Probably
question.
was it Facebook? It's always true.
Yeah.
But it said that in his will, he left $30 to Mike Gundy
To go to Sport
and
Clips.
told him to go to Sport Clips to cut that stinking mullet off.
I would probably believe that to be true.
Yeah.
And then I guess it also said he left step-by-step instructions on how to get rid of Lincoln Riley. So I don't think it was real, but it was still kind of funny. It was still kind of funny to read it,
Yeah.
But there were some people flipping out on it, and you're like, come on, people.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Sense of humor.
Yeah, calm down a little bit,
Yeah.
The mullet's not going
It
anywhere.
is super easy for people to get offended these days. Just look for a reason.
Well, and with technology, it's great, but it also just gets things
it's
going.
a double-edged sword.
Oh,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. I mean, we know that just from this little project that we kicked off. Right?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh wow, this is something else here.
Well, we've tried to help the Miami Public Schools when they were going for a bond issue or something. We always bring them on and let them talk because there was so much misinformation out there. You know, we'd bring Jeremy on and say, Jeremy, here's the questions we've heard.
Yeah,
you
set
know,
it straight.
And he would answer those questions. And you know, it's always better when you hear it come from the guys that are doing its mouth instead of going from me to them to them to them.
Sure.
And by the time it gets to them, it's something totally different.
Totally different.
You know.
And like Wes said, we've got 600-plus viewers on a football game every Friday night. So that's a lot of people to listen
they
to
all
what
start,
you guys had to say.
You get 600, then it goes 1,200, and before you know it, you know, everybody's talking about it.
Right. And, you know, this is not everybody we have on tonight's from right here in Miami. Some of them are outside. But now they know they can come to our community and they can use this facility if they're here visiting their parents or come back for a reunion and they want to go work out or excuse me, work out. Yeah, these allergies.
You're out longer.
But, you know, they know there's going to be a facility here that they're going to be able to still keep with their workout or keep, you know, with their routine that they do back home.
Yeah, I mean, we want this to we do really want this to be for everybody. You know, we've even kicked around ideas of how do we get the school districts around the county involved and let, you know, how can they come utilize it, whether it's for PE or field days or whatever the case is. You know, we've kicked around ideas of like the Ninja Warrior courses, you know, can we go get something like that? There's a lot of things to just keep kids active, keep them engaged, and then you can
get them away from
drive their entire academic side.
Well, just a little FYI, since you said Ninja Warrior, I went on vacation one time and I met the guy that puts all those together out in California, and he's now a Facebook friend of mine. So.
Yeah,
there you go.
So,
yeah, it's funny what when you start talking what the network turns out to be.
I mean, if he was telling me the truth. I mean, the guy told me that, you know, but everybody was.
He got you to buy him a cocktail.
I mean, I was interested. I was interested, you know, because you see it on TV, and you know, he was one of the guys. He said he's one of the guys that helped put all that together. So
you know, they have a this last summer I took my middle son Jonas over, and I think it's in Rogers. They have a Ninja Warrior course for kids.
Oh, cool.
And it was great. Him and a couple buddies went, and they also provide that you can go one time or you can go as every week, or you know, and they can instruct and train you, and so that's another opportunity, another something that, you know, this could possibly help or different things like that we, you know, outside of just the normal sports that we normally think of, you know.
Well, and I believe your boy Jonas, didn't he go to a skateboard camp somewhere?
He did. He went to Copper Mountain this summer. It was a 1-week camp. I'm trying to think of who put it on. I can't think of the name of the group, but yeah, he went there, got great instructions from professionals, and had a great time. You know, I mean, so yeah, there's things like that, you know, and they also, that same camp he went to, they do snowboarding and they do biking and they do different things so, you know, there's a whole other things that we're not even, you know,
just having tapped into, just a whole world of things.
So now at this facility, is there going to be like walking tracks for people that want to walk outside and like a nice secure, you know, area lit up, and you know, because I mean, you know, we got the one over here by the college.
Right.
It's not lit real well, so if you want to walk at night when it's cooler, I know Paige walks there some, or used to. You still. So, but I've heard there's been some issues at some of those because of the dark. And, you know, but you know, I think
those are things we're going to have to keep in mind, and when we're moving forward, planning for that. You know, how do we keep this secure? You know, I know another thing that's popular is the 24-hour gym.
Right.
You know, so how if we go down that road, how do we do that and still keep people protected and safe, and people go there, they're comfortable, they're not they're not scared or in fear. So no, those are things that we're going to have to definitely have wisdom and be thoughtful of.
Right. And you know, another thing I've thought about while I was talking, and I've never been to one of these, and you're going to be able to tell, but like spin class. Have you guys heard of those?
Man, Bless just keeps making our budget go up.
Yeah, Bless. Let them get started first here, dude. You're killing them.
Well, I mean, I've seen those on TV, you know, and of course I've never been to one. I probably should go to one. So if you have one, I may have to enroll.
Okay, all right.
But you know, just different things like that.
There's so many things. Yeah. Even somebody was mentioning they would have these events where they would fly the
The drones.
Drones inside.
Huh.
Like and have competition
race,
of some
yeah,
sort.
I've seen that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And
So, because our kids today, they aren't in your traditional activities.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we want to make sure we're reaching. Zeb and I are probably more traditional guys, right?
Yeah, right.
But there's activities that I'm not familiar with that are going on in the community that we need to know about, you know, for even like the registration. Let us know. We'll get it online. At least that way when people go sign up their kid for the traditional sport per se, it's going to pop up that their kid's eligible for what other activities are out there for that age group. So the more activities we can get involved and get online, the more likely we are to continue to drive that participation for each one of these programs.
Right.
We also hope that helps with, you know, people are in the know when it is time for signups. You know, we ran the baseball league for several years, and every year you'd always have a handful
Every
or more
time.
people come in. Oh, I didn't even hear about it.
Right.
You know, and we'd put the flyers out. We'd do all these things, but you know, they missed it.
Yeah.
Well, we're hoping with this we'll have the emails that we can be sending information. Hey, you know, this is coming up. When they are on the web page, they can see all the different opportunities. But you know, we get called. We used to get calls all the time. Not even for baseball, but hey, where do I sign up for soccer? Hey, where do I, you know? And the thing is, you know, people age out in these youth sports. You know, you'll have a group of people that, you know, once their kid ages out, then they're gone, and it's a whole new group of people.
Right.
So we're hoping that this changes that, and this is the foundation that, you know, people know exactly where to go.
We want consistency
Right.
across
Yeah.
the board.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be, you know, one sport to be strong for 3 years and then have a dip because there wasn't a passionate family involved that
Right.
followed them. So we're hoping to bring consistency. We want all of these activities to maintain their existence with their current boards. Those are the passionate people for that particular, you know, activity. But there needs to be some clarity and organization from the top, we feel, to make it sustainable.
Right.
Otherwise, you have the dips where, you know, you have a great season and then you don't have anything.
Sure.
And then he comes back up.
Absolutely.
You know, so, or then it's an argument of who's maintaining this field or maintaining this complex. Hey, you guys focus on the kids and making sure that program's set up for them to succeed and develop, and let us take care of all the business side of it. That's really not the fun part.
Oh, that's
right?
tremendous.
You've all been on those boards.
I have.
You hate talking about the insurance, the board insurance, the liabilities, you know, having to deal with this program or that program, and who's going to mow the fields and who's going to stripe the fields. That's not the fun stuff. You're taking away from the limited time that those boards meet. You're taking away from really where they should be focusing, which is what are the drills, what are the instructions, how do we partner with, you know, X, Y, Z, you know, teams around the area, and, you know, really make it fun to where the kids are benefiting. We're not protecting ourselves on the program side with all the basics, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Well, guys, I got to run some commercials. We appreciate you joining
Probably
us.
overstayed our welcome. But
That's all good.
we're going to take all the airtime we can get, right?
Yeah, sure. Hey, guys, like Bless said, you guys have open invitation.
Well, we sure appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
guys.
All right, thank you, Zeb.
We'll be back on WarDogSports.com.
War Dog fans, are you in the market to buy or sell a home? Then Enio Realty Group, with its 14 sales professionals, are here to serve you. At Enio Realty Group, they are focused on residential, farm and ranch, commercial property sales and marketing, as well as real estate auctions. Enio Realty Group will provide you step-by-step guidance through the process of selling or buying your property. They want the experience to be one you enjoy, and will do anything in their power to remove the stress and uncertainty. Enio Realty Group, where your dreams matter.
Nice Concrete Construction is Northeast Oklahoma's leading concrete contractor. Founded in the mid-1980s, Nice Concrete Construction has come a long way since the early days, offering services for all earthwork, commercial concrete, residential concrete, and specializing in road construction and concrete parking lots. Big or small, Nice Concrete Construction has got you covered. Give us a call at 918-540-2259 or look us up on Facebook.
Lessons are learned here. Traditions are honored here. Memories are made here. Pride is instilled here. We are Miami Public Schools.
We are Wardogs! We are Wardogs! We are Wardogs! This is the Wardog way!
Welcome to Wardog Nation. Guys, welcome back to War Dog Sports. War Dogs making big defensive plays here as we start out this second half. War Dogs down 21-7. 3rd and 23 now for Sequoia. War Dog defense have them backed up to the 5.
Couple of good plays right there. Really getting some nice
Quarterback's
penetration.
going to keep it.
Get to him.
He's
Get to him.
And he's going to be.
Is that a safety?
He's got a safety. He's going to check it.
Come
Look at him
on.
looking.
That's on the goal line, boy. That's a safety.
Hold the hands up.
That's a safety.
That's 2.
He's not going to give it to him.
They're going to mark it just
goodness
inches from the goal line.
Which, right here may not be that may not be a bad thing here.
You know what? I'm telling you right now, Brad Homer probably went in the locker room and lit some people up because you can see this defense is playing with their hair on fire right now. So they're backed up. They're backed up to the goal line. I mean, this ball, if it was back any further, it'd be on the goal line, and they're in punt formation.
Get to him. Get to him.
Punt
right
back,
there.
And almost
Christian
blocked.
Revis is right there.
Ball's going to bounce.
Pick it.
Burris
Come on.
catches it.
Come on, Damien.
Face mask. Throw that flag for that face mask.
Great field position here.
No flag, but we do get the ball at the 30.
Nice. So a fantastic start on defense here for the Dogs to start this second half.
Actually, minus 20 yards.
Yeah.
On that drive.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That was fantastic. So
yep.
Let's keep that pressure up. And I think you're right. I think Coach Homer got in there and took a.
He's in people's ear right now.
Yeah, I think he probably took some cues from his dad's playbook and lit some people up at the half.
Well, Bob never really messed with defense a whole lot.
Was he not a defense guy?
He was the offensive guy.
Gotcha.
So
I know he was a motivator.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And he could motivate you in several different ways.
Yeah.
I was motivated a few of those times.
Yeah, I got motivated a few times, and I never played on a team he coached.
What I know about offensive guys is they love defense, though, because it gets them the ball back faster.
Exactly.
So a pickup of 2, bring up 2nd and 8. We are joined now by Chad Davis, our athletic director here at Miami Public Schools.
Always like having him up here with his expert analysis.
Whoa, strong on that expert
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
Always good to see you, fellas. John, congrats. Thanks again for letting us honor you before the game,
thanks,
brother. That's
sir.
awesome. Thank you for your service on
Appreciate that.
American Night here on War Dog Football.
Why didn't you threaten to punch him like you threatened to punch me?
Well, I haven't known him as long as I've known you.
Yeah, Peyton squirts through for a gain of about 4.
He remembered that I got those Under Armour pullovers coming.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
see, I still need those.
He wants to make sure he gets that still.
Well, see, your guys, Baldridge and Highsmith, told me to keep reminding him on the air that he was the hero of the game. Yeah. And so he told me to stop.
Just please.
So
it's
brings
bad
up
enough it says it on the back of the shirt.
Third and 4.
Good stuff.
3rd and 4, 2 receivers each side. McCleary in the backfield with Peyton. Snap. Peyton's going to keep it. Go ahead.
There's nothing
and
there.
He's going to be short.
They're just standing us upright at the line.
This is 4 down territory. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably 4 down territory, down 14.
Yeah, we haven't been able to get much movement up front really all night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they've got some big, good-looking kids on the defensive line, and they're pretty athletic in the secondary, too. I've been really impressed with their skill set.
Yeah. You know what's killed
really
us?
Good in space.
Their speed.
Yeah, they're really good in space. I'll give them that. They have a couple of good-looking athletes. Again, once, number 3 is tough, tough to tackle. And
he's a burner, too.
The quarterback's very elusive.
We'll call timeout
Early timeout here, but important timeout.
Yeah.
Because you're this deep, you want to make sure you get this thing in the end zone.
Well, and we've come out with a lot of momentum early, and, you don't want to lose that by getting stuffed here on 4th down. You'd like to keep the drive going and put some points on the board and start making them guys on the other sideline think about it a little bit.
Well, you punch this in, you're right back in this ball game.
Yeah. Without question.
Get the crowd back into it.
And then you got a Tahlequah Sequoia offense that's going to take the ball back, and then knowing that their last drive ran 3 plays and went minus 20.
Right.
So what are they going to try to do to come out to try to establish some sort of drive? Probably go back to the stuff that's been working for them.
Chad, we talked about this last week at Jay, is something different this year that we're seeing, or actually the last 2 years we've saw, is the adjustments at halftime.
Yeah.
It seemed like several years before, you would go in at half and you'd come out and do the same things that didn't work the first half. That's not the case now.
Yeah.
We go in, we make adjustments, you come out, and then now you're making them adjust.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're fortunate enough on this staff that we've got a lot of experience out there, and get vertical.
Oh, he got it. He got it. He got it.
He's going to get it. Yeah, that's really nice. Just enough. Woo. But again, you got 3 former head coaches that are on that staff.
Right.
You take that experience into the locker room, and they've seen it all. They've heard it all. They've seen
did it themselves.
That's right. They've seen all the positives and negatives that can happen in the tale of 2 halves, and they do it. They do. The staff does a really good job of adjusting and making sure that they've got they got coaches up in the sky, and they're listening to those guys, and it seems like they've came out and done some nice things.
We were at Jay. We were up on top of the press box there, along with.
Yeah. By the way, I wanted to come
and
over, but it was so humid. I was afraid I'd have to stop halfway and hydrate.
Oh my goodness!
I saw you guys up there. I was waving in the third quarter. Did you see me? I was waving at you like, "I'm here. Ask me something."
It was so loud up there because they had their PA speakers right there. I know Coach LaFay was getting pretty frustrated with that.
Peyton's going to keep it, tries to get outside, and he doesn't.
See, they're trying to – that's what me and John was talking about a little bit. It seems to me, bless John, that we're getting a little too impatient too early on that. We're trying to bounce a lot of stuff when really just get up in there, get north and south, get 3 or 4, and, let's slowly move the chains that way. Right there, I thought Gavin got in a little bit of hurry and bounced it a little early. I'd have liked to have seen him stick his nose in there for about 4 yards and, shorten up the 2nd down.
We lose a yard. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball on the 20.
Got another good crowd here.
Yeah.
Robertson Field.
Yeah. Beautiful
night to play. Yeah. Atmosphere's great.
Maple gets the ball. He gets away,
Good
breaks the
block
tackle.
by
Come on.
Gavin.
Maple gets slung to the turf, but boy, he's caught the backfield initially. He gets a little bit out of it. Yeah, that was a good block. A while ago, Gavin punted and then came around and made the tackle, made the stop.
Yeah, that was. I don't think that Gavin was planning on blocking on that play.
Yeah.
When you run inside zone, you're thinking, okay, just get up in there. And he
Yeah.
bounced it, and Gavin's like, well, I better go be
better
a
come
guy
out here
here.
and try to spring this. Yeah,
big guy here. So
good to see Jack Satterwhite back out there. He's limping a little bit. Has
yeah,
a little hitch in his
I actually
gait.
talked to him real briefly down there, and he said hip. He said he had a stinger in his hip. He said he felt like he could walk it off and go play. So you got the out route here.
pass falls a little short.
Interesting call here by Coach Gardner. I can see both scenarios here. I can see trying to go for it and really giving them a punch here, but I can also see getting points and making this a two-possession game, a little easier two-possession game. But it looks like he's going to stay and try to go for it on fourth down here.
Yeah, I don't see Skylar Judd heading out on the field.
I feel like the game is moving fast. Do you guys feel the same way?
It is.
It slowed down a little bit in the second quarter late, but I looked up and that first quarter was over in a hurry.
Oh, wow, we're going to take another timeout.
Well, that just goes to show you right there how important this drive is to the staff.
It does.
They're like, guys, we have to finish this drive here.
Right here. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys like here? You guys like trying to get points here and making this an easier two-possession game? Or, what do you think?
Well, I think, and we've talked about this before, the competitor that is Coach Gardner. He sees his team this deep.
He's aggressive.
And he knows these guys can score this touchdown here.
Yep.
He believes in them that they can score here.
Yep.
And there's no quitting the guy, And I think he's trying to translate that to his team, saying, I believe in you.
Right.
Now I need you to go out and
go get
execute
this
what
9
we
yards.
worked on.
Yeah, 4th and 9's tough. It don't matter where you're at on the field. they're, it's a tough call. This has got to be – it's one of those plays where you feel like you've seen it all week, that it's going to be there on film, but at the same time you've also had to have confidence that you've executed it well all week to pull it off. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Gardner draws up here.
Looks like he might have an empty back. Nope. Maple's going to be in the backfield.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you know who I like right here? I like this inside slot receiver. I like Lacey.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get number 3 open here.
He's been open right in the middle of the field several times.
Quarterback throwback. It was quarterback throwback, but they covered it.
And Burris gets caught way behind the line.
Yeah, so they went trick play there. Honestly, Sequoia really did a good job there.
They covered that up.
That was quarterback throwback, and you can still see number 9 from them walking back with Gavin. He saw it, read it. I think Gavin probably had the choice to either get it around the edge if you got it. If not, the throwback's there, and that's just one of those plays you think is there, and they did a good job right there. They really did.
Well, as it is, turnover on downs, but they're at the 32, 31.
Again, this is I look up and you feel like that we're so far away, but it's a two-possession game. I said the same thing in the stands last week at Jay.
Yeah.
We look up and you feel like they're dominating the game, but yet, you're 2 scores.
Yeah.
You're a turnover, a pick six, a strip fumble sack away from being right back in it. So we'll see how our kids respond here.
First down run there. He's going to pick up about 13 yards or 14 on that run to the 45. Brings up 1st and 10, Sequoia.
When that running back there, he was more of a straight-ahead runner. He he made the corner there and turned on the jets, and he really didn't do a lot of juking like number 3 did, but he is just quick and powerful, hard to bring down. Handed right back to him.
He bobbled that.
Yep.
Oh, got to make that tackle.
Matt Horn misses the tackle.
Ulysses
Moore has made too many tackles tonight. When your defensive backfield's making all your tackles.
16 yards downfield for a first down.
Yeah, you don't want a bunch of
Moore saves the touchdown now.
When the corners and the safeties are leading the team in tackles, that's usually not good.
No.
That's not good stuff there.
Got 2 receivers at the top, 2 to the bottom, single back in the backfield.
Got a big size mismatch down here.
Quarterback's going to keep it.
Ball's loose. Get that. Get that. Just lay on it.
I think the War Dogs got it.
We do.
That's big.
Boom! Big turnover right there.
That is the turnover when Christian Revis is pumped up. Got the turnover right there that we needed. And the bigger thing is we got them stopped.
Oh, it's big. Huge
So 2
turnover
stops
right
in a
there.
row there for the defense and a turnover. And there's a momentum shift. And that all started right there with the number 21 making the stop there.
Yeah.
Saving the touchdown.
Yep.
Gave us another chance. Very next play, we get a turnover.
You know, that's 2 straight plays, guys, that the handoff was not sound.
No, it wasn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that time it actually bounced off his knee and went forward. You know, something to watch, you know, here this rest of the second half.
We've
ball
got to
security.
move the ball.
McCleary.
There's a little better. See
Yeah,
what I'm
he got
saying
a little
right there?
hole, hit the hole. Ball's loose again, but
See what I mean? They're getting up in there
Yeah.
and get your 6 and 7 and, you know, move on. Not every play has to be a touchdown.
Right,
You know,
right.
there's a lot of football left out.
Throneberry picked that one up for the War Dogs, recovered the fumble.
Picks up 7 yards, bring up 2nd and 3.
By the way, it was a smart idea for you to bring Paige down there to shine up that
It
what
was.
we were looking
It
at
was.
down
It
on
was
the
looking pretty
football.
ugly, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say the same thing, you know, about
Yeah.
my, you know.
Oh yeah. And
good throw
Nice
catch
throw
there.
catch.
Yeah, and I would have had Lindsay down there, and I could have swore I told her all about it, and then she reminded me, no, you did not.
Oh,
This
is
the
that
first
right?
I've heard
I-
of it, and she was standing there. She's like, "What am I, chopped liver?" So yeah, I didn't have my
That's-
oldest daughter.
That'll probably
but I'm-
that'll cost you a
that's
nice
gonna
Christmas gift.
Well, it's her birthday was the 10th, and we're going to dinner
Yeah.
tomorrow, so that's going to cost me.
That's going to be a good deal.
Yeah.
So,
It's going to work out for her.
1st and 10 War Dogs just inside of Sequoia territory.
I'll tell you what, she does a great job with our cheer squad.
Well, I tell you what, we're super proud of her, and she's
Yeah.
really enjoying it. She
Yeah,
really is.
She's really good.
She's passionate about it. Always has been. She started cheer when she was 3.
I'd like to know how many varsity cheer coaches can still
Stand on top of a stunt.
Can still be the stunt
Yeah.
top and still be the person that gets thrown because that's got to be pretty unique, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be pretty rare there.
She turned 27, actually. I'm going to go ahead and bust that out.
All right. So big play there by Swingle.
He comes up a little game right there. Ankle looks like.
Ball down to the 25. 1st and 10 War Dogs. War Dogs on the move.
I feel
I'm
like
liking- go ahead.
No, I was going to say I feel like we was just down here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I say
maybe we get a better result.
I'm
this
really
time.
liking the
Clary.
look of this drive. And there you talked about right there,
Ball
Chad,
security.
being patient
Yeah.
and waiting on that hole to
Yeah.
open instead of sticking your nose in there immediately. Give you guys
See,
up front a chance.
Yeah, I mean, and 5-6 yards.
Yeah, we've got a really good offensive line. Let's let them do their
Yep.
job
Actually,
and
about
push them
7
guys out of the way.
Yep.
Give you some room to run.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
I'd
on
like
the
to see.
18.
I would like to see our ball security improve. They swing the ball a little
Boy,
bit. too
carrying
much
it like
for
a
me.
loaf of bread
Yeah,
out
I
there.
just, and good defensive coaches really teach that strip and stunt type stuff.
Peyton gets down to the 15, and that's going
Boy,
to
he
be a
took
first
lick,
down.
too.
Took a pretty good
lick.
shot there.
He's
Yeah.
a little slow getting up.
If it's not a first down, it's close.
Something's going on with his helmet
Yeah,
there. In
I
fact,
think
he's taking it. Is he going to take it off? He'll have to come off the field if he does.
No, he's.
He left it on.
I think he's making sure all the hardware is still attached.
Okay, making sure his head was still attached.
First down.
That's first down. Yeah.
Whew.
So first,
All right, good job,
First
Gavin.
and 10 on the 15.
Oh, thank you. Well, guys, after tonight, we won't be back here for a while.
Yeah.
The next home game's homecoming, October 11th. Bye week next week.
Wow.
And then
So
two
we're looking
straight
at
on the
a
road.
month
We're looking at a month
before
That's
we're
right.
back
Yeah.
here. Well,
I'll have to retrain myself on how to do this game day stuff.
We've changed up our away game broadcasting equipment a bit to where we're a little more mobile.
Oh.
There's some flags. Ball.
The
is in
ball
Sequoia
came
hands.
out, and they're saying that's Tahlequah Sequoia football. But, they haven't made that.
They haven't made any call on that. and there's
But I think we're
flags.
going to get a face mask on Sequoia.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Boom.
thought I saw that head turn pretty hard.
Yeah.
So that's going to move the ball.
No, it's not your ball there.
It's not your ball. It's a penalty, goofball. There's 2 flags.
Yeah, this is going to be a half the distance to the goal penalty. Should be our ball in about the 7.5 here. First and goal.
Well, the Sequoia players, some of them still think they ought to have the ball, but I don't think they're going to win that argument.
Well, the foul occurs
right
when we still had possession,
right.
So the post possession doesn't
anything happen after
never
that.
took place. Yeah,
never took. You're right.
Ball's going to be down at the 7, like Chad said.
Yeah, we'll have first and
it's
goal
be
from
first
there.
and goal.
Yeah. Well, we got to finish here.
Well, exactly.
We got 2:47 to go in the third.
Let's put the ball over the.
Actually, the ball's going to be on the 8.
Over there in the bluegrass.
Well, I'd like to see Tanner Maple in right here.
I do. I like how he's just a powerful runner. McCleary waits on that hole. He is quick.
We're going to
Peyton's
throw.
gonna roll.
Touchdown!
What a
Touchdown!
catch.
Touchdown! Wardogs!
What a catch!
That was
good
a
throw.
dandy.
Good throw by Gavin. Put it in a spot where only
Throneberry could catch.
Yeah, that's really nice right there.
That was
Throneberry
nicely
was
done.
leaning
Well, that's
out
big.
of bounds with his toes,
Yep.
both toes,
Yeah.
in the end zone. That was a pro touchdown catch with 2 toes down.
Guys, that's so big right there.
That was highlight reel.
Yeah.
And we are back in it.
Back in it.
Judd's gonna tack on the extra point here, giving an attempt. Sequoia missed an extra point earlier. They got a 2-point conversion on their first touchdown and then missed their extra point attempt later. And it is 21-14.
Big
7-point game.
Let's go play ball now.
That right there is where turnovers pay off.
That was
huge.
You get that turnover. They're driving down the field. You get that turnover, and then you take it down and score.
Yep.
Momentum just switched.
Yep.
Even though they have a 7-point lead, now the War Dogs have some momentum.
Yeah, but that 7-point lead doesn't feel like 7 right now. It doesn't to us, and I know for sure it doesn't for Sequoia. They're like, here we go. I mean, we're going to have to play ball now.
Well, I'm going to go back to the one play that really – there's a lot of stuff happen between now and then, but when Ulysses Morris stops that touchdown, and the very next play we got a turnover. If he hadn't stopped that touchdown, this is getting out of hand.
That's exactly
so
right.
that's a good job on him.
Yep, big play there.
You know who's made some good catches tonight, and that's Throneberry.
He has.
He's really made some good catches.
That down there was a dandy.
Well, he made a good catch down here to extend the drive on that first down catch.
Yep.
Good young player. Yep, does a really nice job for us. Again, really good throw by Gavin.
That was
on the run.
That's an NFL throw
that's
right
what
there.
I say. That's one of them things that we don't. That throw on the run's tough.
Mhm.
And for him to put it in that spot, I mean, the guy he was covered pretty well.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, just a really good throw and catch, very well executed. They've went to that a few times tonight, so obviously coaches, like what they like that matchup out there with Throneberry. So.
Well.
Big possession here.
It is.
Both sides.
It is for both sides. Yeah. We can get a stop here, get the ball back. Do we kick it deep or we try for the onside?
We kick
it away.
Too much time to onside here. Plus, you give them good field position
if you don't get it. Yeah. And they are.
Let's say you try to kick it over their head right here.
Yeah, they're dangerous on offense. Judd pounds that one. That's a good one.
Fielded at the 4. He's going to return it.
Lanes are pretty good here. Just filling right there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that is a big boy running that ball.
It's a good return out to about the 43.
Good return. Yeah, that's a good-looking kid right there.
Yeah. Boy, he is tall and thick and
good-looking
powerful runner.
Yep.
And halftime score, Grove 21, Jay 14.
Wow.
Yep.
Jay was no joke. That was a big physical team.
18 seniors from Jay Bulldogs. I don't know if you guys caught that last week.
I did not. We didn't have a roster for them, so we couldn't see that.
2 receivers each side, single back in the backfield. Hands it off. He tries to go to outside. Missed tackle in the backfield. Another missed tackle. And finally bring him down, but he gets 9 yards.
Matt Horn finally gets enough of him to bring him down.
So bring up 2nd and 1.
We're seeing a different running back this half.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a little bit more, closer to the ground type kid, a little bit more, a little squatty, you know what I mean? Looks like he's only about 5'7", 5'8", looks pretty rocked up. I don't know if they had an injury over there.
Handoff up the middle, and he's going to get the first down.
Tough. Oh, he is greasy.
He's going to go to the end zone.
Come on.
One man to beat is Jinx, and he cannot make the tackle. Touchdown, Sequoia.
You got a flag.
Flag. 2 flags.
Please be a hold.
I think at that spot right there, it almost
looks
has
like
to
a
be.
hold.
You got 2 flags
down the field, blocking the back.
Yeah, But right there, guys, I mean, again, a lot of grabbing. and not enough
wrapping
helmet
up.
across football type stuff. So that's like we were just talking about that kid, big, low to the ground, look strong, look good looking kid. I mean, we can't grab it and tackle that kid. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to wrap up and dry feet and make this thing happen. We caught a break here.
Yes, we did.
Caught a break.
And that was a hold downfield that did not need to happen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But we'll take it.
Yeah.
That's going to put the ball back at the original the line of scrimmage or where it was at that play. So they didn't gain anything. 2nd and 1 still. But a big break for the War Dogs.
Yeah, it was. Going to have to learn a lesson there, boys. You are going to have to find a way to tackle that guy. He's just greasy and shifty. And just have your hands on him and he slips out.
But yeah, you're right, John.
Reminds me of Quentin Griffin.
Yeah, that the kid there was it number 3.
Yeah,
had some early success.
Well,
for
he
him.
did.
I don't know if we've
we've not seen him back.
Or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Handoff. Tries to go outside, and he's going to be spun down and dropped for a loss by Maple. He's going to lose 3 yards. Big play by Tanner Maple.
He got his hands on him and slung him to the ground.
Huge play right there by Tanner Maple. He brought him down, 3-yard loss in the backfield that time. He's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I had to go be an AD for a quick minute.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I heard your AD voice.
Yeah, isn't that fun? Yeah, see, this is why I like away games.
Yeah.
I don't do that
it's
stuff.
not your problem. Not your farm, not your pig.
Oh, he
Did we
moved
get a
early.
false start?
He moved early.
Oh, goodness gracious. Maple able to push him out of bounds. Boy.
You got to throw this flag on early movement.
He did start
Homer's
early.
in his ear. Homer's in his ear.
Tough there on that. Tough. We had a great break on the ball.
Yeah.
Just missed it. Went for the pick and didn't get it done.
You got to throw that flag on that early movement.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty obvious from here.
Yeah.
I really did. But guys, you're gonna get one or two.
Happens.
You're gonna get one or two.
It happens.
I mean, it is what it is.
1st and 10,
Part of the
Sequoia,
human
handoff.
element.
He's going to squirt up the middle. He's got room. He's dragging the guy. He's going to have a first down.
Christian Revis makes the stop. Just
down
held
to the
on
11.
for dear life. Got drugged probably 6 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1st and goal, or excuse me, 1st and 10 from the 11. Maple and Kamumo check out. Saw Satterwhite come in. I don't know who took Maple's spot.
Guys, see all those 3 receivers up there at the top?
Yeah.
They're doing all that to hand the ball off inside.
Yeah, they're spreading the defense
there it
out.
is. Nope. Play action.
Played it well, just
yes,
didn't make
he
a
did.
play.
Quarterback keeper.
Down to the 5. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That's well executed.
Yeah, 2nd and long 3, short 4. And it looks like Sequoia is gonna take this 7-point lead into the half and threatening here.
So this will be the end of the 3rd quarter. War Dogs trail 21-14. Sequoia threatening. We'll be right back on WarDogSports.com.
Nothing will make you smile more than a War Dog win and a visit to Family Dental Associates. Great smiles last a lifetime, and so does our War Dog pride.
Whoever said college kids are afraid to get their hands dirty has never been here. We've got a 200-acre farm and an equine facility equipped with 60 horse stalls, and we don't stop there. We've got 11 student groups and hands-on learning opportunities across 4 different degree programs. Come visit us online at neo.edu/AG and learn why we're the #1 place for Aggies. NEO Ag, branded in tradition for 100 years.
Guys, come on, baby. Good times, guys. How many is that?
Is that 17 or 18?
That should be.
Hey, we're out here with the Spoonbill Wreckers.
Yeah.
Wrecking them.
Right on.
Say hi, John.
Nice. All right, guys. Perfect. How many was that?
14, huh?
Yeah.
Fishing's good today.
Bill record is the #1 here in the United States.
Ah.
I come from Brazil just for these guys. Thank you so much, Brian.
All right, guys, welcome back.
I was going to say, because I can vaguely remember that.
He and Scott Ross were roommates in Nebraska.
It is
Yeah, what do we got?
2nd and 4 from the 5. They can get a first down if they get inside the 1.
They ain't right on that.
They-
Scoreboard's got it wrong.
They could also turn the ball over
Yeah, they
to the
could.
blue jerseys without
Yeah,
scoring.
they could.
That'd be great, too.
They could have a
This is
scoop
going to be a
ride.
handoff.
Yeah, it is. We're going to see a bunch of number 16.
He hands
Here
it
it
off.
comes.
Oh!
Jack Satterwhite
ate him alive. Boy, he unloaded right there.
Wow. That was
big time. That was a big time play. I'm sure his daddy is
like
proud.
that looked like his
Yeah.
dad right there.
Boy, he just smoked him right there. Met him at the line.
Yeah,
and
that's
stop.
That needs to go on the old highlight film for Jack
Oh.
Satterwhite. That was special.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That was
That's
a hit.
dandy.
And he's
That's
excited.
That's what they call a slobber knocker right
Yeah.
there, boys.
Boy, he knocked the stuffing out of him.
Yeah, that was nice.
Who called timeout there?
I think so. Yeah. I think they need to give that kid time to decide what county he's in.
Well, I mean, this is big here.
It is. It's huge.
You know, if we hold them and they attempt a field goal, that's a win for us still, and we still keep momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it still makes it a 2-possession game. A lot of football left still.
Oh, yeah.
He's still got 11:27 to go in the ball game. It's 21-14. Dogs made a big stop right there. Jack Satterwhite hits him for about a 2-yard loss. So now it brings
Well,
up
and it looked for all the world like he was getting ready to go in the end zone.
brings up 3rd and 5. Coming out of this timeout, War Dogs need to be ready for something here. They're going to bring a wide receiver way out here to the bottom of the screen. And they got a receiver way up to the top. Actually, they got 2 at the bottom now, 1 at the top. But I bet you're going to see another dose of. I bet you're going to see the quarterback keep this one.
I don't think you're going to get anything real fancy here. We got too many guys on the field. I don't think you're going to get anything too fancy here.
No, we only got 10. Now we got 11.
You're going to see. I think you're going to see zone read. I could see a slant pattern on the top of this. On the top here.
Right.
On the single receiver side. We went
Option
option.
plays.
Covered it really
Get to
well.
him.
You got to
Get to
finish.
him.
Oh.
The kicker will be, is it a first down?
He's going to be short.
He is short a yard. Little speed option there by the Indians.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's dangerous down this deep.
It is.
So it's going to be a yard short.
He's going for 6 here, guys. He feels like he's got something here. He
Sure.
He wasted no time.
Putting in an extra lineman are the War Dogs.
Yeah, I think they're going to go to what they do best.
Just pound that.
Yep, I think 16 is going to get the rock here. It wouldn't shock me to see a quarterback pull.
Come on, defense.
Make a
Quarterback
stop.
pulls it.
There it
There's
is.
the pull.
You're right.
And he
And
got it.
he got
Touchdown.
in. Daggum, little misdirection. Slid around to the right.
Yeah, because I mean, again, you think that you know what you're going to do. You're going to give it to their best kid,
Yeah.
and that's why I felt like the pull was probably
Yeah.
going to be the play there.
Yeah, it was. You called it. You called it.
And we didn't play it bad. It
No.
just, they're very slip. They're pretty
They're
slick,
slippery.
and he's a great athlete with a ball in his hand. He made a couple guys miss and found a little seam, which is all he needed.
Didn't need much, and he got every bit of it.
Still got a lot of football left.
So it makes it 27-14 Sequoia. Extra point pending. 10:38. Is that 6?
6. Yep.
I can't see that.
Yeah,
pole.
'cause the goalpost.
Yeah, it's right
Yeah.
there. Snaps back, holds down, kick is up, looks
That's
good, and it is. So it makes it 28-14 Sequoia.
We're going to have to go out and get some offense rolling.
Got somebody with a cramp out there.
Yeah.
Looks like McCormick maybe with that cramp. Mason Clark's limping off a
Yeah,
little.
Satterwhite, he was not on for the extra point there. He come limping off too. So no doubt this is getting pretty physical out there.
Yeah.
When your big guys come off limping. That's still the score there doesn't take away from the wood that Jackson Satterwhite laid on that one play. That was a dandy.
Well, Leland Hanson's down there working on Satterwhite. Coach Gardner's out there working on Clay McCormick.
Yeah, we're not getting anything out of the referees. They're observers. Definitely in cramp. You can see Coach Gardner working that calf muscle right there.
Well, a couple of weeks ago when we was here, and Clay was out there with a cramp.
Yeah.
Coach Gardner said when he went out there, they told Clay to lay down so he could stretch that thing. He's like, "No, I got to get up." They said, "No, lay down." He said, "I got to get up. My dad will get mad if I don't get up."
Well, you talk about a tough kid and just a great kid.
Yeah.
He is a good one.
Yeah, we would take a bunch of him for
Yeah,
sure.
we enjoy. He's over at our house pretty often. We
Yeah.
enjoy having him over.
He's a good one. It must be locked up pretty good on him. I mean, he's been down for a couple of minutes now.
Looks like Carson Folks is getting a little attention from Leland Hanson as well.
Carson normally is getting some stops, and hadn't really called his number too much tonight.
McCormick's up and walking off on his own power, but you still see there's a little hitch in that giddy.
Yeah, he's like, oh boy.
Yeah, usually on them, if you can just get walking and get moving, they kind of takes a minute, but he's kind of stiffened it out a little bit. Yeah. You got a little smile out of Coach Gardner right there walking off with Clay, like he must have said something.
Yeah.
And you see Coach Homer, Coach Henry, and Coach Gardner there, all huddled up, looking at the iPad.
Looking at the iPad, yeah.
That wasn't Coach Homer,
Teal.
that was Coach Teal.
Yeah.
Flag.
Now what?
He's going to be a sideline warning.
Skate back.
Who was that?
Coaches.
Oh. He probably should have threw that flag on that.
On that false start.
Yeah,
that's
false
when
start.
that's when that flag should have
He
come
can
out.
see people standing still, but he can't see people when they move.
Yeah, they're behind him.
The great comment right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great comment.
Short kick.
Oh,
Thornberry
calls fair catch.
at the 25, so the War Dogs take over there. Satterwhite's coming out. McCormick's coming out. So those two kids are tough.
Yeah, they are.
You're not going to keep them out of this ball game.
Yeah. Got to have him right here.
Yeah.
Big drive. That's important. This is an important drive right here.
Now, McCormick's your center, so that's going to be something tough to change in the middle of the ball game, especially when the kid's done it since he got here.
Yep.
He's still stretching out there as he's getting over the ball.
Snaps back. Handoff,
Got
McCleary.
it.
And he's going to be stopped after a game of about 2.
The bye week next week's coming at a pretty good time with some of the
Yeah.
guys we got. I don't
Dinged
think
up a
they're
little
major injuries. They're
No.
just dinged, like you
Yeah,
said. I
just
mean,
bruised,
a little ankle
tweaked,
here, a
yeah.
little this, that, and next week having that week off before getting into district play will be big to hopefully heal up some of these small things.
Gavin Payton out there guiding traffic, telling Keaton Jinks where he wants him to go.
Oh, did we get set there? He didn't throw it.
Pass caught.
Get vertical.
And that's Lacey.
I'd like to see more of that. I'd like to see more Lacey.
And he's going to be just short about 2 yards probably at the first down.
Back in my days, on the defense side of the football, I hated 3 receiver sets because the guy that made me nervous was that guy on the inside receiver.
Yeah.
Most people pay so much attention to the slot receiver. As a DB guy, that third receiver, that was the guy because they can do so many things with that guy, especially if he's
shorter
a good,
throw.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tough cover, and that was out of that 3 receiver set.
Payton's going
You
to
saw
keep
what
this. He
happened there.
bounces outside. He's got a little room. Takes a shot right at the 50, about the 49, 48 is where they're going to mark it, and goes out of bounds. First down. Gavin got outside and turned the Jets on right there and showed the speed he inherited from his mother, and got us some yards, got us first down, keep this drive moving.
You guys throw that in at least once a game, don't you? That's
Have
solid.
to.
Yeah.
Have to.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah, we feel like we failed if we don't. And, the thing is they got Axton coming up, too. That snap was a little high.
Good little athlete.
McCleary picks up 3 or 4 right there, probably 3, depending on the spot. Yep. But, their youngest son, Axton, he's coming up. He's a heck of a soccer player. So get to talk about, his athleticism that he also inherited from his mother.
We got receivers stacked on both sides. He pulls the ball, and Peyton tries to get the outside, breaks the tackle. He's going to pick up about 4 to the 42 in Sequoia territory. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
See, again, 3 receiver set, top of the screen. Again, Isaac Lacey here is the guy that, if I'm on the defense, that I'm worried about.
He's going to throw.
He's right.
He throws to Burris, and it's going to be well, I guess he's throwing to Lacey.
And seeing Lacey, Burris is coming across. They were kind of crossing underneath each other, but that nearly went to the boys in white.
I saw Coach Gardner. I'm not sure who he's looking at, if he was looking at Burris or Lacey, but he looked at one of them, did a signal like a couple times, like one of them missed it, basically. Yeah. Because like you said, John, there's no way that route concept is supposed to put 2 of those blue jerseys in the same spot.
Right. Must have been Burris because Gavin was just patting him on the back.
Yeah.
So now you got 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. This is 4th and 4.
Got to have this.
Snaps back. Peyton looks to throw. He does. Good. Burris makes the catch. First down.
Comes
Cuts
inside.
across the field.
Very smart.
Yeah, get down because you had, 4 or 5 white jerseys right there about to put you in a vice.
So the ball's out now at the 35, 1st and 10, 8:50 to go in the ball game. War Dogs trail 28-14.
McCleary's coming out. That means Maple's in and running back. Tanner's going to have the ball. He's going to run right up the middle.
Yeah, nice.
And he is, boy, he's a strong runner.
He's going to run for about 7.
Nice job by Trenton Spinuggle there, too. See him kind of help him along there.
Yeah.
Trenton's like, let me hold that ball and see if I can get 2 yards out of this deal.
Yeah. Trenton is a big, stout boy. He lives about 100 yards from us. He's another one that we enjoy having over.
A little tempo here by the War Dog offense.
2nd and 3. Peyton throws.
Get outside
by Burris.
Very nice.
There we go.
First down.
Get your first down. Come on, Damien.
He's good. Get vertical.
Oh, he's going to lose the first down.
Well, now they may not. He won't get that spot. Yeah.
He had the first down, then he backtracked and lost the first down. But it does still pick up 1 yard, I think. So bring up 3rd and a long 2.
Got Seth Swingle down here getting a little attention now.
Boy, he is. Again, we keep Leland busy, don't we?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's a good one now.
He does an outstanding job.
Oh, he's really, really good. We're fortunate to have him.
There was a soccer game last year, and Jonas jumped up.
Peyton keeps it, and he gets the first down.
Yes, he did. He jumped up to put a head on the ball, and he did. But as soon as he hit the ground, he got cramps in both hamstrings and just wadded up on the far side of the field.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of scary when you see your kid go down like that.
Without question.
Then Leland was over there, and my brother happened to be up here. He's the ER doc. He happened to be up here in the booth, and he walked down there and checked him out. And I could tell by his body language it wasn't no big deal. He came back, and he's like, he's just cramped. He's fine.
Well, and that's the nice thing about Leland, too, is he's been around it so much, and he's seen it all. He kind of knows the difference between hurt and injured.
Exactly. Yeah.
Peyton to look to throw. Here's one out.
Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Gets dropped at the very last second.
There's Coach Gardner coaching him up. He's
Yeah,
telling him.
the same thing. He gave him a signal and was like, put his hands up like, I'm not, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's almost like Gavin threw it to a spot where he thought the route was supposed to be, and it just wasn't there.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10, ball on. We lost a yard somehow. It was on the 22, now it's on the 23. 2 receivers on each side. Maple fakes the handoff. Peyton keeps it. He spins ahead.
There we go. Broke a tackle, kept from getting caught for a loss, but didn't get much.
We have a back judge that got plastered.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh, he's slow to get up, too.
Yeah.
He's up. He's up.
Peyton picks up a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah,
he's putting himself together.
Yeah, he took a pretty good shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it takes some fortitude to stand out there amongst all that combat.
Yeah, you always want to be the secondary guy if you're the official.
Yeah.
You always want to be that guy or the white hat. Those are your 2 best spots.
Sure. You got a little time to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that guy right there behind the linebacker.
Hand off to Maple.
Boy, they read that.
And he's going to pick up about 2. It's going to bring up 4th and 7.
We are well within Skylar Judd's range here, but you're going to need to have a little more points at this point of the game.
Yeah, you're under 6 minutes to go. I think you got to go for it here. Don't you, Chad?
Yeah, I don't think that there's no decision here. Yeah, the time is of the essence here. Only have 1 timeout. Yeah, you got to go for it here.
So 4th and 7. War Dogs need to at least get a first down. Blitz coming.
Backside.
Throw.
He's got him.
Caught! First down, War Dogs.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, he's down there.
Throneberry with another outstanding catch.
He is not getting up.
Took a shot right in the middle of the back. I mean, it kind of folded him up.
Oh,
he's getting
up.
He's
up.
Like, he's running.
I'm tough.
He's running back out there, actually.
He's like, get you.
I think it was one of them, like, just
Am I hurt?
Let it stop
lay
for
here
a minute. It's just, yeah.
Okay,
it's that initial numbness.
Yeah.
You
It's
know.
like, okay, it's not as bad as I think. No, they.
1st and goal, War Dogs.
Coach
Ball
Gardner
at the
brings him
9.
off.
I think they made the decision for him there.
Yeah. Like, come off, tough guy. Come over here, get a drink, get stretched out. We know you're tough, but we need you later.
And
Maple doesn't find much up the middle.
He's still churning.
Well, he still is. He is just
gained,
no quitting that
I
kid.
think he gained 3 yards down to the 6. Nope, he's down to 7, gained 2 yards.
I'd like to go. I'm going to have to ask Coach Gardner. Once they grade film, I'd love to know how many plays this drive is. This drive has been going. This has been a very, very good drive. One of those ones that
Most
you can
of this
build
fourth
on.
quarter.
But you got to take advantage of it now.
Yeah.
You got to finish this deal. Oh, this has a chance here.
No, he dropped it.
You got to catch.
No, he didn't. He kept it. Did he drop
he dropped it?
I think
And we're going to get a hold.
Well, I think you might get offensive pass interference. I thought we may have been blocking before the ball was caught downfield there.
Damian Burth unhappy with himself for
But
that drop right there.
I think he is going to call it on the defense, though. That's one of those plays, when the ball's thrown behind the line of scrimmage, that outside wide receiver's got to be careful. He's got to make you look like he's running that route first, and because if he's blocking beforehand, it's illegal, and they can call offensive pass interference. It actually wouldn't surprise me if they don't pick this flag up and not call anything. But I think he's going to make a call. Nope, he's going to waive it. Yeah, and that's probably the right call. It's probably one of them bang.
Yeah.
And that's good for us that he waived that because that was going to be on us.
Yeah.
Well, Coach is like, I'm watching him,
Yeah. Well, they're still talking it over there. Oh, they're talking about the Sequoia coach over there. Yeah. He's unhappy about the call.
And I said it at the snap. I thought I saw it too. In all honesty, he probably has a pretty good argument right now. I felt like our kid did lock up a little bit early. So I think that was Christian Revis maybe that was out there. But we're lined up ready to run a play, and we're here we go.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal at the 7. 5:02 to go in the ball game. War Dogs trail 28-14.
Tanner Maple in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised to see him get the rock here. Not going to.
He's going to roll out.
Peyton's rolling out the pass.
He throws it. Touchdown! touchdown!
goodness.
Damian Burris with a touchdown!
Could have been picked off. Goes through the hands of the defender
Guys,
right into the
I'm
waiting
telling you
arms.
what, my heart stopped
Damian-
for a minute right there. It
yeah,
did.
yeah.
The
I thought I was
corner-
gonna. I
I
saw
don't-
you.
That's a heartbeat I'll never get back right there.
I don't know who the Tahlequah Sequoia defensive coordinator is.
He is unhappy.
But when he grades film tomorrow,
Oh, yeah.
he's going to say 5, maybe 6 picks
Yeah.
that they did not
Yeah.
take advantage of, guys. I
Yeah.
mean, we've
Oh,
really
they
been
did.
fortunate
They did.
on some of these plays.
You're
so.
right. We have dodged some bullets for sure. So Skylar Judd
Very nice.
tacks on the extra point.
Yep.
Makes it 28-21, Sequoia.
Well, fellas, it's always
4:55 to go in the ball game.
You got to go do athletic.
it's always great to see. I think I'm going to enjoy the last 5 minutes from the field and make sure we finish it and do everything right. So appreciate you boys as always. So
you having up here, my
say
friend.
there's a chance.
There's a chance, yeah. I mean, I don't know that I'll do a back handspring or anything, but I'll be excited. So
Yeah.
appreciate you boys.
All right.
Always good to see you.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
Problem is the first 3 letters of that word would not happen. It wouldn't be much fun.
All right. Thank you, Coach. We appreciate it.
See you, Chad. All right, guys. So War Dogs pull back within a touchdown. 4:55 to go in the ball game.
We've got to get the ball back. Now I think here's
And
where
now's
you're
the
gonna-
debate. I
now-
mean, do you
yeah.
onside kick, or do you put the ball in their hands and try to stop them?
Man, we've had a hard time stopping them tonight.
But if you do the
You
onside
end up
kick
with a short
and,
field.
and you don't get it, now they got a short field
I
to work
got
with.
you. I got you.
So
Hey, you know
that's
what?
why Coach Gardner makes the big bucks.
That's right. That's why he's the head football coach, and we do other stuff during the day and sit up here and broadcast on Friday nights.
So
Yeah, I
Skylar
didn't-
Judd's going to tee this thing up.
I didn't realize it was going to be a whole month nearly before we're back in here.
Yep, because we're off next week. Then we got 2 on the road, and then we're back home. We got Grove the week after the bye week.
Oh. You know, when we go on the road, it really, really makes me appreciate our setup that we have here.
Absolutely.
It's so nice.
Well, after the issues we had on top of the press box at J,
Yeah.
here's the kickoff.
Oh,
Should
it
be
is gonna be
high
an
onside kick. It's going to bounce and bounce. And it's touched. He's going to field it, and he's not going to go anywhere.
Throneberry wrapped him up.
Had the ball at the 27-yard line. But after the issues we had on top of the press box the other night, I made a phone call to the J athletic director today and told him we had a team coming and that I would be appreciative if they didn't get the trouble we did.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to set up and do their job.
Yeah.
And he said, no problem. Tell them to give them my number. If they have a problem, call me.
Perfect.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we got a little bit of static when we were trying to set up there the other night, but
Well, I didn't want Mike and them to have to deal
No,
with that.
no.
So, and Mike said
being
everything
their
was
second
fine.
broadcast.
Everything.
Yeah.
He said everything was fine. They were set up and ready to go.
Good deal. Still having audio problems with that.
Yeah, I
with
don't
that
know what
setup.
I don't know. Handoff. Up the
Get
middle.
to him, get to him, get to him, get to him.
And
Tanner Maple wraps him up.
He's going to be stopped after a gain of about 3.
Get up, boys. Get
Clock's
up.
still ticking. War
Get
Dogs
up.
only have 1 timeout remaining.
Untangling the pile here. Maple, the last one off the ground. He had the ball carrier wrapped up. I bet you Sequoia is going to take their time.
So we're going to have 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Snaps back. Handoff. He spun around.
Maple had a hold of his
and
arm.
he's going to be brought down for no gain.
Christian Revis. No, it wasn't. Who's 20? John Berryman got in there and made the stop.
3rd down.
Crowd on their feet. Some of them. Jumbotron making noise. Come on, crowd. Let's go. Tanner Maple wanting the crowd to get up, get some noise making, make that snap count hard to hear.
3rd and 6.
Maybe get them to move early and there we go.
Snaps back. He looks to throw.
Under pressure.
He throws, drops it. 4th down. And stops the clock with 3:20 to go.
And Mora was right there just at the same time the ball was. Played that perfectly. So 4th down with 3:20.
Sequoia's
left on
got
the
a punt. This right here is the perfect scenario
This
for the
is.
Dogs. You got 3:20 to go. You have a timeout left. You're down 7. Forced a punt. Played great defense right there.
Well, they did. Sequoia went nowhere.
Now Burris has to field this ball. He cannot let it hit.
Catch the ball and turn on the jets. Go north and south. Get what you can out of it. You're the fastest guy on our team. Let's see it.
Oh, it was almost blocked.
Well, it was short. It is going to bounce.
It's going to take a War Dog bounce. And Maple's going to field it and
There we
return
go.
it.
Come on, baby. Tanner Maple.
Boom!
Yes.
Big play by Tanner Maple. Return it to the 31-yard line.
That ball bounced right back into his hands, and he just grabbed it and ran. Talk about some fortitude. He's like, hey, I'm going to get some yards out of this. Look what I just found, and the coaches are loving him right now.
Yeah, but if he'd have fumbled that,
yeah, it'd have been bad. But you know what? I like the gutsy play.
Hey,
Somebody
somebody had
had
to do
to.
something.
Yeah.
And right there, now your team, look at your team.
They're fired up.
This
Look
is
at the
fired
crowd.
up as they've been the whole game.
Look at his daddy down here. Cody Maple down here fired up. Yeah. Cody Maple down here, he is fired up about this. Gavin Payton's going to keep the rock, gets
He's
a
going to
few.
squirt
It's
up through
about
the middle.
6.
He's going to get about 6.
Tanner's going to come off.
2:55 to go. Clock running.
Carson Jinks in now, running back.
No.
And Gabe
just
McCleary
came in. Lacey came out, so
okay.
Jinx went in for him at wide receiver, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So you're going to have 2 receivers each side. McCleary in the backfield with Payton. 2nd and 4. We're down to 2:36. Handoff to McCleary. He's trying to get
caught.
outside. He's only balled up. He's going to lose yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. You know, we haven't seen Burris get by a defensive back in a while.
No, we've not. We've not.
Be a perfect time to get by. And
Yeah. Well, we got to get the clock stopped, too. We're going to have to throw the ball.
we're down to 2:10 to go. 3rd and
4.
5. You're in 4-down territory. You got 3 receivers coming to the bottom. Burris isolated up top. Peyton's going to keep it, and he's going to lose yardage. Clock still running down to 1:53. It is 4th down and long. 4th and 9. 4th and 8, excuse me.
Yeah.
Big play. I mean,
Huge.
this is the game.
This is the
This is the
game. You're
game right here.
exactly
Game's
right.
online. You got to get a first down here or a touchdown. Yeah, clock's running down to 1:30.
I'd like to have seen him throw the ball right back there. Get this clock to stop, but
Down to 1:20. The snap.
Gardner
He
knows
looks to
better.
throw. Blindside trouble. Throw. Caught for the first down and out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Nice.
Who's that
Damian
catch?
Burris.
Damian Burris with another big catch. And
Thunberg
first
slow
down
to
for
get
the
up.
War Dogs at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, War Dogs. 1:14 to go.
Peyton to Burris. Boy, Damian Burris, what a night he is having. Just throws a strike, catches it, and heads up play, gets out of bounds, gets that clock stopped. 1:14 left on the clock.
I'm about to go see my heart doctor.
All right. Come on, boys.
Handoff. Peyton's going to keep it.
that.
And he's going to be
Get smothered immediately. Now, when do you use your timeout?
Not yet. 2nd and 10. No gain. 1 minute. 1 minute to go in the ball game. 1st and goal from the 10. War Dogs down 28-21. Snap is back. Peyton looks to throw. He airs one out to the corner route.
Too far.
And there's pass interference in the end zone. They're going to call pass interference in the end zone. Oh, he's calling it against us. No way.
Mm-mm. Yeah, maybe pushed off of him. I don't know.
Hold on. Let's see what the call is.
Let's see what's
They're calling that against us.
Yep, we're backing up. Oh, my goodness. We didn't need that.
They are going to back it up. I cannot believe they called pass interference on us.
Hey, boys, you got to come on back. We were getting up there. Christian Revis is going to line up. They just marched us back 10 yards.
You got second and goal from the 25. I say you throw the ball every time right here.
Yeah, 42 seconds
left. 42 seconds. You still got a timeout if it's caught across the middle.
Peyton back pass. Throws it out.
That's pass interference! That's pass interference! You got to be kidding me!
Yeah, Christian Revis goes up for the ball. Gets shoved down in the end zone.
That's pass interference.
It was. That's a missed call, and that's a big one. That's a big call that we missed right there.
That's the same guy that called pass interference on us.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Okay, third and goal. That's 25. I say you keep taking shots at the end zone.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
You got 2 more shots out of here, boys. 35 seconds to go.
Oh, 7 seconds, 5 seconds on the play clock. Better get this off.
We have to burn our timeout. Timeout. Coach calls the timeout. So there goes our final timeout. But we got 35 seconds.
Yeah, that was a blown call right there. That hurt us.
So 28-21 is your score. 35 seconds to go. It is third and goal from the 25. So the War Dogs have 2 plays to try to get this in the end zone and tie this thing up. Somebody's down there talking to the referee. Is that Chad?
Yeah.
He's probably saying, I'm docking your check. You just missed a pass interference right there. So the War Dogs do burn their final timeout. Sequoia still has 2, which Sequoia's not going to use any right here.
No.
McCleary is out, and Maple is in at running back. You're going to have 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 receiver at the top.
All right, come on, boys.
He throws it short. Hook and lateral. Burris gets it. He's going to cut across the field. He's going to cut back. He's going to be at the 10. That's a late hit.
Got out of bounds and got the clock stopped.
So the clock stops with 25 seconds to go. I think they're going to mark it at the 11. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 11.
This is the last play. This is it.
You got Throneberry and Burris at the top. Jinx.
Gavin's got to throw a strike here, and somebody's got to catch it.
At the bottom. And Lacey, I believe. He rolls to his right.
Rolls to his right.
Throws to Throneberry, and it's short.
And that's the game.
And that'll be the ball game. What an effort.
Wow.
By our
that
War
last
Dogs.
drive right there. Sparked by Tanner Maple picking up that bounced ball and scampering with it right back to about the 20 or 25. And that sparks a valiant effort, but the War Dogs are going to come up short. Wow. And so I'm sure it's going to be victory formation here for Sequoia with 20 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I'm just going to say this. One time I saw Miami lose in victory formation by fumbling the ball into the end zone.
Oh, yeah?
And the other team jumping on it.
No kidding.
No kidding. In a playoff game.
Wow.
He does take the knee, and that's going to do it, folks. That's going to wrap up the ball game. War Dogs going to lose it 28-21. Hard-fought game.
Man, disappointing to lose one like that.
And I tell you what, Sequoia feels very fortunate to get out of here with this victory tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, very fortunate. They, we had some calls not go our way for sure. Right down here towards the end, especially. They were just painful. Some stuff that stopped some drives that were they were critical, really.
So we got to give out some hardware. Nutting Peyton Body players of the game. What are you taking?
I'll do defense. I always do
All right.
defense.
I got offense. I got some. I got actually
Okay.
offensive players of the game. You want me to go first?
I'm going to call Clay McCormick for defense. He was in on a ton of stops, and he played hard. So I'm going to give it to Clay McCormick this week. That kid really, the effort on him. I could also say Christian Revis, too, because he made some stops that were just tremendous. But
Mora made some.
Ulysses Mora, yeah. He saved that touchdown. Man, this is tough. This is tough. I'm going to go with Clay for the. He was my first thought tonight, just because of the guts that he showed up front all game. He played both ways.
Yeah.
And made some stuff. But yeah, you're right. You know what? I'll give it to Ulysses as well.
Okay. And I am on the offensive side of the ball, or Nutting Paint and Body offensive players of the game, Damian Burris and Josh Throneberry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both those guys made some great catches, kept us in the ball game.
Sure. Made some clutch
big plays. I mean, of course, we don't want to short anyone.
No.
Tanner Maple made a great play there at the end of the game.
Yeah.
He played hard on defense, made some good tackles, ran the ball hard on offense.
Yeah.
But, when Throneberry and Burris had the ball games they did, I got to give it to those two guys. Throneberry took a beating.
He
and
did.
kept making great catches.
He did.
Burris had a couple touchdowns. I know Throneberry had a touchdown. They had our touchdowns today, and I know Gavin Payton made those throws, but those guys made some great catches.
They made some clutch catches that just kept drives alive for sure. Absolutely.
So, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight here at Miami, and the Bulldogs do fall 28-21 in a hard-fought game. But you got to love the fight in the dog.
Love it.
And
I love it.
You can see the difference from 5 years ago.
Sure.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
In the fight of these dogs. A few years ago when the running back broke that long run and scored, it would have been done.
That'd been it. Yeah. I agree.
And now they keep bouncing back. They get the momentum shifts. They get a turnover. They make a big catch.
Well, the way they
touchdown.
came out in that second half,
right,
and pushed them back 20 yards their first drive.
Right.
I mean, just you could tell something happened in that locker room.
Right.
Some adjustments were made, and there was some, there were some motivational speeches went on, I'm sure.
Right. And so, keep coming to the games. Keep logging on the games. Keep supporting the kids. They need your support. They know you're watching.
Oh, yeah.
These kids go back and watch these games. There's several of them that my routine is to send it to them after the game because they ask for it every week because they want to get better. They want to watch the game and see what they did, see what they could have done different. They're working hard to get there. They're working hard in the weight room. They're working hard at practice. Our coaching staff working just as hard to try to put these guys in a position to win. You saw they made adjustments at halftime and, come out in the second half and really played a lot better, as we saw last week against Jay. They came out after half and played a lot better. We got a bye week next week, so that's going to give everybody time to heal, time to really work on the Grove film and see what Grove's doing. Grove, I believe, probably won tonight. They were in the lead over Jay. So
I had to wait till we hear from our crew on that.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough ball game. Yeah, last score I had was
21-14 at the half, looks like. Yeah. Your last line right there.
So last we know, Grove was up 21-14. Well, I could probably check Squirtle real quick.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Where's that? I need glasses. See if we can check the score here for you.
And if that game's not over, you can get on the YouTube channel Ridge Runner TV or ridgerunnersports.tv, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess we could actually log on there real quick.
Yeah, and see and watch the end of the broadcast. In fact, I've already got it pulled up.
It's 46 seconds left.
Yeah. Still having the audio problems.
See if we can get a score here for you. Are you on there?
I was. We'll need both of us on there. Waiting to get a score here from our broadcast crew.
Jay must have won because Jay just took a knee with 46 seconds to go.
Did.
So it looks like Jay came back and beat Grove. We don't know the score, but the only reason they'd be taking a knee with 46 seconds left, they were winning. So looks like Jay come back and beat Grove.
Jay's tough.
And last I heard, Pryor was beating Wagner at the half. Now, I don't know if that's the way it ended or not.
Yeah.
So, guys, we're going to log off and say goodnight, and we will be back in 2 weeks with football. But next week, I'm going to try to sneak out and do softball.
Yeah, our softball team is killing it.
Yeah, they're doing really well. I think they got a couple home games next week. So, since we don't have football, I'm going to try to slide out there and give Coach Lauren Strack and her team a little love and broadcast their games. They always love it when they look up and see us in the booth. And I'm not sure if John will be able to make it. The games
have to look and see when it is.
I think the games start at 5. One of them starts at 6. I think one starts at 5 and one starts at 6. So 5 o'clock one, if he decides to come, he may be just a tad late.
Yep.
But the 6 o'clock one, he'd probably make.
Be there.
But we'll try to bring you some Lady War Dog softball next week. I brought you Jay the other day, and you saw they have some big hitters, hit a couple home runs, hit a grand slam, and run ruled Jay down there. So. Anyway, look on our Facebook page. We'll post which games we're going to do next week for the softball, and we'll take next Friday night off with the War Dogs. I think I'm going to run to Pryor with our Grove crew
Good idea.
and try to see if we can figure out what's going on with their audio issue and get that squared away. So until softball, thanks for logging on. I'm Les Parker, John Bearden, the Bearden boys on the cameras. We appreciate them. They don't get a lot of love, but we appreciate them guys on the camera. So until our next broadcast, thanks for logging on, and God bless.